your game. Vivo V15 Series. Vivo.
And welcome back here to the wild cards for PMCO 2019. I am Steven, joined by Mustache Dave. And before we get into any of the action, let's take a minute to thank our sponsor, Vivo, with their beautiful V15 phone. If you want that seamless, uninterrupted gameplay, it's the only way to go.
And with that phone, make sure you go head on over to the PUBG Mobile Esports channel on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys follow that. After that, download the game on the Google and iOS store. PUBG, it's free. Just do it.
With that being said, last 2 days here of the Wildcard semifinals. I'm excited.
Yeah, we officially are over that halfway mark from yesterday. Here's the competition system, just in case you were wondering. We are going to be watching groups E and G today.
And from these last 2 days, we got to get our final 16 teams. Eight of these teams need to get out of here. They're going to be done with. We only want the best of the best.
Yep.
And we're going to find out who that is. Only 2 days left to get those ever-needed points and dinners.
And here are the points that you made mention of. First place will get you 20 points. Second place will get you 14. Third place will get you 10. Fourth place, 8 points, goes down from there, and then 11th through 16th, you will be receiving 1 point for showing up. Each kill is equal to 1 point as well, so kills very important here. We see a lot of teams at the top leaderboards just fragging out as well.
Absolutely. We saw a 19 kill game yesterday.
14 kills from one player.
Exactly. Let's go and look at the teams in action today. That's going to be in Group E, Nova Esports, 404 Era, JUPLAY, RGStar, AsiaGaming, S7 Team, Dodgy, and our last dinner of the day, Nova Monster Shield.
Yep, and then in Group G, we got Justice, Way 2 Champion, DelayNoMore, PUBGQAZ, WatchMyGP. That's a squad that we should be highlighting today, as they didn't get to play yesterday, and they slowly watched their lead slip out of their hands. Marauders, ROYALE squad, and the GoodBoys.
Yeah, like you mentioned there, right? WatchMyGP at the halfway mark were our leaders.
Yeah.
When all was even on the leaderboard, they were up there in #1 position, but not in action yesterday. They now have a mark to beat of 165, I believe.
Yep, it's up there. And a lot of the teams that are at the top of our leaderboard currently are not playing. The only teams that are in today's lobby that are up there top 5 would be Nova and 404. So those are the top dogs so far with the overall
But
standings.
we do have our kill leader there in 404 in John Wick.
He's still looking for his dog.
I know it. Somebody's got to get it to him because he's still popping off over here. Anyways,
that's something we'll pay attention to today.
And like you alluded to, right, the Group F really seems to kind of be stacked. A lot of the teams that aren't in play today.
Yep.
So for
Unicorn, No Mercy, S&G, Nomad Gaming. Those are a couple of teams that are up there on the top leaderboards.
Right. So a lot of teams will have maybe a better chance today to grab those points and sneak into that top 16.
I agree with that, especially after yesterday's performance from Unicorn. Remember how aggressive they were game after game?
Yeah.
They were just steamrolling teams. So without them here today, maybe that'll open up some things. Open up the floodgates for a couple of our teams.
So what are you excited to see today? Who are you looking at?
I'm still rooting for 404. I think today's going to be a big day for them. I know Nova should do fairly decent today, even though they had a big chicken dinner yesterday. And then after that, they just kind of slowed down. I guess they caught their quota for the day we were kind of joking about. But hopefully today they can get another chicken as well.
Absolutely. I like you bringing up 404. You know, we just talked about John Wick being the kill leader.
Yeah.
But the kind of the way that they've played, their rotations maybe haven't quite been there. They're finding themselves in late game situations, but not quite able to close it out and find a win consistently like some of our other top teams.
I mean, with experience comes better gunplay, better rotations.
Absolutely.
more knowledge, right? So hopefully every single day we play more and more games, they also get better. So we'll have to find out here today. As we mentioned, we're over that halfway mark. The bottom 8 teams.
Yeah, I'm also interested. So we'll have our first. So some of our teams here will have. This was their last.
This is
day.
last day. I believe that's going to be Group E, right?
Yes.
We'll have to get confirmation, but if I'm not mistaken, it's Group E.
Yes, you're correct. It is Group E.
So that's going to be Nova 4-4, JUPLAY, RGStar, AsiaGaming, S17, Dodgy, Munster, Nova, Shield. So those are the squads that will be not coming back.
We hit on this
today.
a little bit yesterday, right? Like that number, the safe number. I still think it's probably 125.
Oh, hey, you just added 5.
Okay,
you just added
120.
5.
Then I'll stick with 120.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have Erangel, Sanhok, Vikendi today, and then another Erangel. We always swap out the
That's correct.
Vikendi and the Miramar. So tomorrow will be Miramar, today Vikendi.
We'll see. Should be getting into lobby here pretty soon. Or, excuse me, I bet they are already in lobby.
They're already fragging out. Hopefully not, because we're not watching.
Right. Definitely not fragging out just yet. What are some of the other teams we're looking at here to maybe step it up?
Teams to step it up. Let's see. Has to be a team from Group G.
My vote is
Good
for
Boys.
The Good Boys.
Good Boys. We were calling the Good Old Boys for a little bit.
It's the southerner in me.
To be fair, they had cowboy hats on, and
That's
it was
true.
Miramar, so it kind of went hand in hand. I think you said your favorite movie was what was that favorite movie? You said
no, it's from an old.
The Good Old
TV
Boys.
show.
Yeah, what was it?
Yeah, the Dukes.
The Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah.
I guess they did make it a movie. At
Yeah,
one point.
it was a movie too with Jessica Simpson.
From my end, I want to see S7 step it up because they've had these like
they played last night as well.
Moments of brilliance, right? Where it looks like they're actually a contender up there, but they can't quite.
What position are they in? I don't see them on the top 2 boards, so they're gonna have quite the journey ahead of them.
So they're looking to try and get into that qualifier at 16. Let me see what they are at right now. Number 20,
Woo!
but not that far off.
Woo!
Right? They've
That's
got
down
56 points, but again, they've got some points in there for themselves. They've had some moments of brilliance, like I said.
Yeah.
They just haven't been able to string it together, even consistently through one map. But let's go ahead and look at our plane path here. We're going to get a very nice northern plane, but splitting right down the middle, outside of maybe Millie being a bit out of the way here. Everything else going to be well in play. Maybe Nova Raspoya maybe being a little bit hard to get to as well. And what do you think? It's a great plane for Lipovka. Will we see another Lipovka skirmish?
I don't know. It's been interesting here in the Wildcard region. We've seen some Zarky skirmishes early on, Lipovka.
And lots of
even
early fighting.
Yeah, lots of early fighting, lots of early skirmishes, and that's just because maybe these teams haven't done their homework and are aware on where each lobby drops. They're aware of where their lobby drops, their group, but not the opposite group. So we'll have to find out here today if this is going to be an eye-opener for a couple of these squads, if they will be getting hot drops.
Plane is still coming out, about to head over to Georgia Pool. We'll see our final teams drop out here. Does look like we have Nova picking a motorcycle up for themselves and starting to loot here. Should be happy with their positioning here. Still pretty consistently dropping over in the eastern side of our island.
Here in Lipovka, we still have a majority of the squads in their parachutes, and that's going to be a good thing. Yep, the first circle is going to be pretty solid. Primorsk is going to be in play all the way down there. Quarry, Ferropir, Gatka, Pachinki getting stinky out there. Nova going to be getting on some bikes.
And you know, I still haven't gotten my
vehicle.
I don't think
we're bound to get one. We're bound to get one. I mean, the chances are definitely in your favor, I feel like. They're slimming down every day, but they're still there. Their dream's still there, for sure.
I don't think we're getting it this game. Technically, Millie is in the circle now, but
it's not coming this game.
Not enough of it. Not enough of it.
So I think you said S7?
Yeah, this is the team I wanted to see something out of. I think we've seen some moments of, like, I come back to it, brilliance, where they've won some fights. Specifically, I remember in our Erangel game when the circle was over towards south of Gatka, right, in the open fields, and they won a bunch of those fights out there.
What happened to that team since then, though? That's the question.
Right. Like I said, right, they haven't been able to string it together in any kind of consistent way. But again, just one chicken dinner can kind of change that whole story for you.
Swap in the open top for the soft top right there. Okay, strategical play right there. Everyone has their own preferences, of course. So going to be moving on in to meet up with their team members from the Nova Monster Shield who are looting down here in Milta.
This is another team that'll be interesting to see how they perform today, right? Because they pulled out the last chicken dinner of the night last night. And that did wonders for them in the standings because they were really struggling down there towards the bottom of the table, but they moved all the way up into 11th. This will be their last day as well, so it's time for them to get points. Yeah,
all the teams with 12 games currently today, this is going to be their last day, like you mentioned. A lot of teams are on the third page, like the bottom of our leaderboards. They only got 8 games in play, so let's go check it out. Going to have
Dodgy, one of our teams on that.
Getting some loot.
Just outside, just on the cusp.
Just on the cusp, of being eliminated. So it's a big night for them. They want to rack up as many points as possible. So when it comes to tomorrow, which is the final day here for the semifinals, they don't want to lose that spot.
Absolutely not. Seeing some stats there for Lions J. Ooh, a nice.
That's pretty low. Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Does look like he's gonna have level 1 helmet, level 1 vest. Certainly going to be looking to upgrade those. But he's got the level 2 backpack in hand. Little light on meds, but still early in the looting process here for them.
We might have jinxed it. We said there's usually early fights. But now everyone seems to be safe with no fighting.
I mean, maybe
it's good for them.
Kind of to be expected as we close out here in the semifinals, right? Now these teams have a better feel for each other, knowing where they want to land. Like I would be shocked if we saw another Lipovka battle early, right?
Especially with Nova dropping there, one of the best teams in the lobby.
22.2.
It's John Wick.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Poor John Wick. Popping off yesterday. I wonder if they can pop off here today as well. You would like to see it live up to their name. Looks like they're checking out the SKS, trying to see if they want to swap it out. Maybe let their squad members know what's around. Maybe they want to pick it up moving forward.
They are up there in Severny, so they're going to have quite a bit of a journey on their way. Not too far, but getting pretty well off to an early rotation there. A lot of our teams in the circle, but man, is that southeast quadrant, just that whole southeast area completely vacant.
Yeah.
So much good territory up for grabs.
Yeah, it would be pretty smart to maybe go to Primorsk right now, just based off the flight plan. You got to guess no one's going to be down there. And it is a town wide open. I don't believe any wildcard teams actually dropped there, so it should be fairly safe if you did your homework, you watched your VOD reviews. And if you go there now, you can still get the loot and play the edge for the majority of the game.
What do you think of this Nova Monster Shield coming in here towards Way 2 Champions?
I think they're trying to go to military base to maybe get some loot. Yeah.
I think Way 2 Champions had the same exact idea and beat them to it. So we'll see what happens if they're able to get the scout out there or if they run into each other. Mass migration coming across. Does look like Delay might delay their entrance into the circle.
How long will it delay it is the question.
Looks like they're in vehicles as I say that, right? Making a liar out of me. Doesn't look like they're going to stay out in the blue to loot. And surprisingly, we don't see anybody trying to gatekeep that eastern circle. Probably a bit more safe play as we close out this, as we head towards the final days of our semifinals.
Yeah,
it's definitely time to find points where you can, try and solidify your position.
Yeah, a lot of teams here looks like they're going to be trying to center up as much as possible, as we see Nova and JUPLAY doing just that. One of the members from 7 already there. We see near the chopsticks area. Their other squad members are near hospital. We're going to have some shots popping out from the Marauders with the DP. Got a little scope on that. We are going to be prone to utilize that tripod to stabilize the gun, but it looks like they're not going to be connecting any of their shots, unfortunate for them.
Nova got this nice compound here outside of Quarry. Gonna be looking to set up shop.
Park
Even
their
have
vehicles, keep them safe.
Get a garage.
Yeah.
Exactly. A lovely place
Very
to keep
smart.
your car.
You know, you want to keep those tires intact so you can continue to use those vehicles moving forward.
And a lot of our teams looking to get center position here and running into others already there. JUPLAY here, which have had the most epic death of the semifinals.
Yeah. Hopefully we got that clip because that was. We still didn't figure out what happened to them. I forgot to go back and rewatch their positioning from, that was what, game 3? No, that was game 2.
Over on Sanhok.
Yeah,
For those of you who didn't catch it, they ended up on the side of a cliff with a late game circle closing in on them and nowhere to go. They ended up jumping off the cliff or dying to the blue.
Jumping to death.
Those were their 2 options. Some picked a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, but definitely looking to turn it around a little bit more. They are in a pretty good position, right? Sitting there in 8th place currently. This is also their final day of play, though.
Yep.
Sitting at that 114 points coming into the day.
So that's probably why we see teams being a little more cautious, like you mentioned. You know, it's their final day. They don't want to fat finger it. They don't want to throw it this early on. There's 4 more games to go. There's a lot riding on the line. Let's see. We got the circle. It's going to go, to Primorsk. Down there to the south. Quarry's still in play.
Of water.
Yeah, a lot of water. Some military base island still in play. There's going to be a crate down there. 4-4, though. Looks like they're going to be making a push onto one of the members from S7.
Ursa there. Going to hear footsteps all around him. Very spooky. Don't think they know he's there, though. And in fact, it looks like they're mounting up and maybe about to head out. He could escape with his life here, very fortunately. Although, as I say that, it does look like this could get dicey.
Yeah, fortunate for them. You know what it was, is they probably went into the barns. They saw it was already looted, and they have no use for it. They want to send it a little more center, especially with this circle.
Yeah, very interesting circle. Like you said, a bit of Millie Island in play,
just a tad bit.
I don't think anybody wants that.
Oh, no. It's definitely not going down there.
404 taking shots at Dodgy as they are in rotation. Doesn't quite find anything landing there, but as I say that, actually, John Wick, the man, the myth, the legend, gonna catch it down there in a good old drive.
From the passenger side, yep.
Continues to just impress with his aim.
I think that was with the M4 too. I remember John Wick, picking up one of these suckers. So they were gonna be getting some tags on the way, not the flush, but definitely gonna alert their members or their enemies to not come in this direction unless they want to mess with John Wick.
Very light on meds though, right? Only 1 energy drink, 1 pain kill.
1 first aid, a couple bandages. That's why we see them still looting, right?
Yeah. And we'll, like you said, 404, or actually I think, like I said.
What'd you say?
404 team to watch today. They've been.
No, I said that. You said S7. Hey, you trying to take my team? You said watch S7.
S7 was my team I wanted to see more out of.
Okay. We can both want to watch the same squad. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's okay. 4-4.
Yeah, 404.
All right.
They're fun to watch, right? They've got the kill leader. They like to take some fights. It's just that rotation play that they need to shore up. And John Wick out here with that Car 98 looking for it. He is going to go ahead and rotate and look towards Delay here. Ooh, and he is going to go ahead. Oh, just can't quite get the knock there on Alex. He's going to find some cover there at the tree, but John Wick kind of in no man's land here, taking fire back, and he is going to get down there by the members of Delay. Can they get the finish? Oh, he just barely can't get inside the door.
Getting a little aggressive there to confirm the kill. Will be paying the price with their life right there.
Oh, and the push is coming out here from Delay. They want to follow up on this.
They know they have the numbers advantage. They were able to get Alex up.
Gaga's going to take it, the duel here, and win it immediately. He's going to get the flush right after on CO. Looking for more here. Vehicles rolling around. Only 2 left here from 404, and they're posted up in the building. Actually going to come out for the jump shot, and isn't going to find it. pure aggression there coming out from Fabit, but he can't get it done. Final member here of 404, looking like he's going to go down, and he does. Gets one knock, but it's not going to stick there. Alex surely going to be picked up by his teammates immediately.
Yeah, Alex, that's Alex's second knock right there. Remember, Alex was the first knock that John Wick got that kind of started that engagement. John Wick pushed forward, tried to get the confirm, was taken down in return. I feel like without John Wick, 4-4 just kind of falls apart. They don't really make the most strategic choices, I feel like. It's hard to say because they pushed out one at a time. I mean, against the 4-member team of...
No time to get into that, though, because GoodBoys going up here against AsiaGaming, and a knock already here for both teams, a 3-on-3. And Casper out there in the middle of the field is going to go down. Duel going to come out here. Can't quite get the down there on either side, but it, ooh, and in fact, it's 1 HP there, and he is going to get taken down. AsiaGaming going out here in 14th.
Should be able to get the revives on the squad right there. Next circle is going to go on up too. We didn't much catch it, but Primorsk will be out of play. Very pure, where we just saw the GoodBoys taking that fight, will be right there.
And this is definitely a team that needs those points right there. Those 4 points are going to go a long way. They're sitting there right now at 43 points, a long way from that qualifying position in 16th. But off to a very good start here on Erangel. Down near Ferry Pier, pretty good central circle position.
Yep. Delay winning such a big fight right there against 4-4. They will have the most center position among all the other teams here in lobby. I see Nova on the edge. Looks like they might be getting crate. Here's the GoodBoys. They're going to be rolling up these vehicles, just trying to get a little more onto the outskirts, get this loot on which they just previously won off that engagement. So majority of the teams are going to be in the circle for the time being. We might have a fight on the edge of Primorsk here very shortly.
Casper there with a nice wolf pelt on his back. Going to keep him warm in those.
For Vikendi. He's getting ready for Vikendi.
Exactly. Aim locker here. Nova Monster, again, like we said, did take our final chicken dinner yesterday, and they're in a good position again here. Very central position on the hill here. Going to have great sight lines all across this circle onto Dodgy and Delay, their two neighbors.
Nova Monster Shield. I remember earlier on in this game, they were making some long rotations. I like to see that they are still alive. They are going to be looking down sights at Delay from the last fight before. Next circle is going to be popping. Nova Monster Shield are going to be favored. Delay is going to be favored.
Yeah, a lot of our teams in the south there that are camping out in Ferry Pier, as you see there, top right of your screen. Gonna have to find somewhere to camp out, but really only woods and farmland left available. So not gonna be a lot of hard cover. And ooh, it is gonna be RGStar losing one in rotation there. And another going down to the zone. Marauders gonna pick one up as well on the RGStar.
Yeah, GoodBoys with 5 kills so far, looking pretty good over here. Are going to be camping the roads, taking some shots across the way. JUPLAY, the team that we were making jokes about jumping off cliffs, looks like they're trying to get the comeback right now. Going to be taking some shots at Way 2 Champion. Whoa! Car just flying by. Vortex right there, trying to run over one of the members from JUPLAY. Not going to be connecting. Looks like Way 2 Champions are going to be just trying to run over anybody they can over here in the woods. Not successful yet, though.
Things are about to get extremely bloody here. There's not much cover here for anyone. Either the woods or hard crash compound are your two options here. And it is going to be Way 2 Champion picking that hard crash, or at least Snake is. Maybe he's gotten separated from his team here. Is going to maybe try and take a fight here with S7. He's all alone, though. He's got no support. Can he rotate out of this situation? Or actually, he's going to sneak into a crate here.
I was able to pick up a crate, though. Also,
Does
before
S7
yeah.
have the information here of where Snake is?
I mean, they definitely heard the U.S. crash. It's just a matter of, do they think that they stayed here or they ran away? It is going to be on the edge this whole fight. Way 2 champions Vortex is able to get the high ground on to S7. Here goes Vortex though. Can't really worry about S7 for now, as Nova Monster Shield is hot on the trail. WatchMyGP, a team that we wanted to highlight here today. 4 alive still. Looks like they're going to be rotating on in, trying to get as center as possible.
And they're actually going to find a home there in this compound right next to Delay. Very central position. 2 members down though. Delay here definitely in the best position here in the circle. Gonna have all kinds of great sight lines to try and shoot these teams rotating in towards them. As the circle continues to constrict here, we should be closing in on our next circle here pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm really liking Nova Monster Shield's position. We saw it just a second ago. They do have the high ground, so they should be able to overlook all these teams out here. You will need to be careful not to get third party because they are right in smack middle of a bunch of other teams. So we'll see what ends up happening. Next circle is going to pop here very shortly. This little neighborhood right here, very contested. A couple squads already occupying the buildings.
Interesting. It looks like WatchMyGP going for a bit of a 1-1 split here. I think there are only 2 members left there. Oh, way 2 champions. Trying to find any position here.
Trying to saving Private Snake over here.
And man, it's just so crowded. Our new circle has popped here.
Scorpion definitely saw Vortex right there.
There's more than one way 2 champion Snake there though. They're all spread out here on the edges of the circles. This is a very interesting strategy here. 3 members alive, and it looks like at least 2 of them have been spotted. Snake as well. That smoke definitely going to give away his position. He's going to rotate out the back and maybe try and regroup here, or in fact find another position. Looks like way 2 champion has already committed to just placement here. Circle is constricting as we look at the new circle position. It's going to be really tough rotations here for everyone, as it's mostly going to be farmland. Nova, the big winners here. Snake taking so much damage from the blue here. He needs to get in that vehicle and go. He does so. It does look like he is going to be able to regroup here with Vortex, but there is not much cover in this circle at all. So much farmland, only the woods there, and it's already packed with teams. Nova, Marauders, and Nova Monster Shield all tightly packed up there.
Yeah, so both teams right there, they didn't really have enough time to fight that standoff. They need to focus on the new area. Like you mentioned, both squads going to be driving right into the woods over here on the high ground, but unfortunate for them, there's already a bunch of teams here.
There is no position left for any of these teams up here, and only really one's going to be able to hold this definitely being the best position left in our circle, these woods here. And look at all of our teams here in the woods. That farmland out behind it is in the circle, but nobody wants any part of that.
Look at this. Scorpion going to be racking up a kill. Probably going to be able to get the thirst over here onto Godless. Going to be focusing up on rotating right on the edge of the blue, running in. I see a squad up there, so they will need to be careful.
It's Dodgy out there in the fields.
In the north. It's about 2 teams up there. Besides that, the other 8 teams, or the other 7 teams are
right
in the
here
south.
on your screen. And 9 teams left here. 32 members alive, but that number has got to be cut down very, very soon, as everybody in this forest is dueling it out, and it is going to be the Good Boys taking one down there on a Marauders.
Already at 11 kills on the Good Boys.
Marauders going to lose 1 member. It does look like he is going to be able to get the res. And how many smokes do these teams have? Because with all this combat and all these different sight lines they have to watch, it's going to be very, very tough to keep all your members up over here. And in fact, as I say that, Marauders going to get the flush there.
Yeah, looking at the new zone, Nova, they are going to be in it right now. All right, but they're not the only ones. Dodgy, they're getting ready to push Nova. They want to take over Nova's position because they know if you could take over Nova, you're going to have sightlines on all the teams trying to work their way on in from the forest, and that is just an abundance of points that could be racked up.
And like you said, right, Nova in danger of getting pinched here, really. There's so many teams that want to rotate into their position. As we see it, Marauders trying to take down Shendra, and he's going to...
Oh, right at the foot right there.
Bishak getting nice grenade to repel that first advance here. And look at all those teams with 4 members still alive in these woods. This is an insane gunfight that's happening over here. And for this many members to still be alive is even more insane, in my opinion.
Yep, Marauders going to be up there with 4. Nova with 4. Nova Monster Shield with 4. They've been on all types of crazy rotates this game. Good to see that they still have their members alive. GoodBoys, though, just trying to snake it for those placement points. Can they survive? We'll have to find out here. It's going to be a challenge, but good thing for them. They are going to be in the woods. Lots of cover, lots of high, tall grasses, lots of trees.
There's just so many prone people in the grass everywhere. This circle cannot contain 8 teams, especially with all this open ground. Watch the left side on this kill feed because it's about to light up as the circle constricts. So many sneaky snakes trying to crawl their way in. Adele trying to make a run for it. And it is going to be Nova taking down more kills, but he's getting chunked by the blue. He's got to move himself. Gets up. He has the smokes there. Nova doing a great job to hold on to their utility for this long. Getting a bit of a reposition, but man, there's just no cover to be had here for any of these teams outside of a few skinny trees. Shendra taking some damage. Dodgy right there on the right. That smoke doing wonders for them right now, but how many more do they have?
Really love the positions that Nova is holding right now. They're a little spread out, but they're protecting all their angles, making sure no one crashes them. And with the little terrain that we have to work with right now, Nova, they're actually on the highest of that terrain. So they should be able to see down on any type of creepy crawlers, any type of snakes that will be in the grass here.
Only Nova Esports and Nova Monster Shield here with 4 members alive.
Oh, look at this.
But Nova has the circle. And that smoke is gone. Guanma looking for kills. He's going to get one more.
There's just one more.
Does take some damage back, but Dabaija. Ooh, he's going to get taken down.
This. They're getting so aggressive right now. They want to clean this one up. The trades are coming on now. I believe it's a 2v2. We're going to be popping up here trying to get on top of the vehicle. With that higher vantage point, we'll be getting the kill over there. Nova should be able to get Bandit up. They are still going to be 4 alive. And with those kills, should be able to replenish their ammunition. Hopefully some meds there. Maybe even a vest.
And that is a massive fight win for Nova. Now their right flank is entirely secured.
Yep. 3 teams remaining after that.
And it's 4v2-ish because Nova Monster Shield having 2 members down. V3 with PUBGQAZ. PUBGQAZ are going to be able to get a package there for themselves, but not much cover for them to work with. And you have to think that Nova has the best positioning here coming into the final circle.
They also have 4 alive. Only 6 kills on Nova, looking to rack up some more here. Nova Monster Shield, they are going to be getting shot, getting chunked down below. They will be eliminated. Now we got a solid 4v3 right now.
Ooh, the ghillie suit could pay out big here for Killstealer. And in fact, Bandit's got one of his own. Man who had 14 kills in a single game yesterday. 3 to his name in this one. Ooh, and it is going to be Beastman who gets traded out.
Now it's a 3v2.
By Bandit. Nussim coming up. He's
2v2.
Pick up. And now Bandit, man in the ghillie suit, looking for that trade out. Does he have vision on it? Doesn't quite be shot as well. Looking to take a different angle here onto QAZ.
Oh, they're right on. Bandit is right on top of him. Killstealer will be connecting onto him.
Bandit last man standing here for Nova.
Yep, might want to go for some revives here. It might be the play. Yep, one revive will be coming out. possibly a second one. We want to have the numbers advantage. They do have the high ground here, as the PUBGQAZ players will be continuing to crawl their way uphill. Killstealer looking to get the finish onto Bandit. Bandit being such a crucial player right now with keeping Nova alive.
And just like that, what was a 1v2 briefly turns into a 3v2 in Nova's favor. QAZ continuing, as you said, to snake up this hill. See if they can't find a shot there. Ooh, he should have gotten vision there briefly of Xiaozhi. And he's lining it up. He's just waiting to get another peek there. I think wisely here, Nova playing a bit passive.
Oh, look at Bandit's flank, though.
It is a
Killstealer looks a little suspicious of it, but it could pay off.
last man here in the ghillie suit. No, Bandit himself in a ghillie suit of his own. Does he quite get vision of Killstealer? No.
Oh, no. Bandit the flanker will be taken down and out, but that's okay. That's enough distraction to provide Nova that brief window to make the push with their two members and get the finish, the winner, chicken dinner onto Nova.
12 kill chicken dinner there for them.
Big game for PUBGQAZ as well, right? I mean, only 2 kills, but big game in a sense in placement points.
As well as Nova Monster Shield, right? They
Yeah.
had been pretty quiet most of yesterday, then took our final chicken dinner, and now a third place finish
With
for
6
them.
kills. Yep, 6 kills. So they are going to be looking at moving up these leaderboards. JUPLAY will be getting 4th place with only 3 kills. Here's
man,
some highlights.
To see so many teams alive in that wooded area, I don't know if I've ever seen that many teams.
Yeah, it was very interesting. To be fair,
in that area.
about 2 teams. Remember, we had that standoff over there, and then the blue started pushing onto their backs. I'm sure we'll see it in the highlights. But 2 of them rotated right into the hills, right on the vehicle,
Yeah.
probably assuming that it's free and clear, only to find out that's where a majority of the lobby is.
I mean, hard to think. I mean, just as you said, right over here, those were your rotators in.
Yep.
S7 got dropped as they tried to rotate into this position, but this ended up being such a crowded wooded area with so little cover, making use of any vehicle they can. But in the end of the day, I really liked how Nova played out their position, right? They were able to root out that Dodgy was kind of the only team there on their right flank. Made the aggressive play when they needed to, as we see it right there in the highlights, right? Cleaning up Dodgy. And then clinical up from there, right? They used their superior position to close it out.
Yeah, very important push, like you mentioned, onto Dodgy. I feel like Dodgy was the team that could potentially take out Nova right there. They had 3 alive. They were within grenade range. They didn't get those grenades off in time. Nova was able to retaliate just in the nick of time. My question is, though, Nova yesterday, they got chicken dinner in game 1, a bunch of kills. After that,
I know where you're going with this.
Nothing. Like, is it really a team that is just clocking into work, getting that quota? Okay, guys, we got our chicken, we got our kills. Now we're just going to coast for the rest of the day. Personally, I don't feel like they should have that mindset. If they do, I don't think they do. But hopefully they can try hard enough to get another chicken dinner, because remember, tonight's the last night for Nova.
That's true. I think they, of any of our teams playing today, are in such a safe position, right? I don't think they have to worry about qualifying for the next round.
Okay.
So maybe I think it is a reasonable argument to make that maybe they are saying, like, okay, let's take this game seriously.
Let's like try hard this game.
Right.
Game number 1. And
then maybe play a little bit more loose in the later
maybe try
ones.
different strategies in the different
Exactly.
ones. Maybe that's what's going on. They get their 1 chicken, and then after that they just try something new. Maybe drop in a new spot.
Yeah.
Try a new IGL. I mean, I don't know, something else.
I think that's a very valid strategy. I think we saw it from Unicorns as well yesterday, right? They got their dinner.
Yep.
And then they were like, let's just try out some pure aggression.
And that worked for them. I mean, that worked nonstop. They were getting kills after kills. Not the best of placement points, right? Because they were being so aggressive.
Right.
It's
Sometimes,
one of the risks.
Right. It was very, very
Hit or
feast or
miss.
famine.
Yeah, it was hit or miss. So I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I want to see the overall leaderboards. I want to see how that's going to be shaping up here. So I can only imagine. Did watch my GP. We saw them this game. They were doing some drive-bys. after that, we didn't see what happened to him.
That was a pretty sick shot from John Wick as well. On that.
Oh yeah, out the
drive-by.
passenger. Yeah. John Wick from 4-4. They also kind of scuffed out there.
Yeah, not their best start to a day.
Yeah, I feel like John Wick is the diamond of that squad, and once when John Wick was taken out, it kind of fell apart. I mean, that's just my opinion.
But I think absolutely it was a mistake made by him that put the team at risk.
Yeah, he definitely pushed out there. Wasn't necessary. They had the buildings, they had the cover. They could have just taken some shots from their buildings, from their compounds. Instead, John Wick was in an open field,
looking for the Kobe with that molly.
I mean, it's always nice to get the Kobe, but is it worth it? In the case of John Wick, obviously.
That time, definitely not.
Yeah. So hopefully.
Did overextend there and they went out early. I don't think they're in too much risk either of falling out of our top 16, but would like to see them still. We just haven't seen any amount of consistency from them.
You know what it is? John Wick is trying to rack up more kills so that they can remain the kill leader here in this lobby.
That very well could be. That very well could be. Or he's just an aggressive player.
Gotta be aggressive if you want to be a top fragger.
Shift a little bit and talk more about Nova Monster Shield.
Okay.
Right? I've said it multiple times today. They got our last chicken dinner yesterday, and the win that they got yesterday was a lot of. They got a lot of help from the circle, right? But this one they most certainly did not.
Yeah, they didn't. What place did they get?
Third place.
Third place this game. So, I mean, I guess that goes to show you that even without that luck, they have the ability to rotate and not die.
Right, so we'll see if they can't keep that up and see some consistent top 5 finishes from them.
Yeah, one would hope so, especially you, because you seem like a fanboy of them.
I think it's interesting to see them turn it around or put together back-to-back really good performances on Erangel.
So, next game will be Sanhok. Going to be sending it to the jungle. I'm not sure what team has the best performance there. But before we get to that, let's check out Match 1 standings.
And it was Nova with 12 kills and 20 placement points, 32 total that round.
QAZ, PUBG, going to be getting only 2 kills. But those placement points, so they were able to snake it to the very end, it seems like. Nova Monster Shield, this is the squad that you were talking about. 6 kills, 10 placement points. GoodBoys.
It's a big performance
from
them.
I mean, 11 kills from GoodBoys. Only 4 points for placement points. That kind of hurts, all things considered, with how many kills they were getting in that game. But when it comes to overall, I'm sure that will help boost them on up. DelayNoMore, 7 kills. Here's the next page. S17, your team to look out for. 3 kills, 3 points this game.
Not bad. I would say definitely not bad for... Again, they're just trying to make that cutoff at this point, right? So, nickel and dime in their way, if that's what they got to do, then they're going to do it.
They're going to do it. So, one more Erangel match to go here today for a couple of these teams. But until we get there, we got Sanhok, we got Vikendi.
That's
can't
true.
wait.
I can't wait either. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break, but we'll be right back after this.
Your game, Vivo V15 series, Vivo.
Run for his fight later, but there's so many kills in his eyes. He's going to pick up 2 there onto Royal Gaming.
The majority of the other squads alive are currently occupied with these gunfights.
Yeah, as Dark Dynasty in an engagement here with SNG. Shots coming out. Some desperately needed time here for Dark Dynasty. Another cooked grenade coming out here from Kane, and this could be a magical one.
Oh!
A great toss!
Up close and personal, ready to finish this game, ready to close it on out. Aim blocker will be getting the information, gonna be peeking the corner, gonna be taking one, gonna be taking the winner, chicken dinner.
And they're made to pay for it immediately. I'd like to see No Mercy push this advantage. The grenade comes out, might get the follow-up on there on the KSY. And in fact, all of them are going to get cleaned up by Coco there.
Yep.
It's going to be so much fun.
What we haven't seen though is 404 getting involved in early fights. The first two games we saw them very involved in early engagements.
Yeah, I mean,
this game, very quiet.
I guess the trade-off they're making is, sure, they would go...
Vehicles. He gets him out again. Gets the second, goes to the run over, but no, it's just straight onto the hay bales, flies straight on forward. Goes down.
Yeah, and murdered is not the way you want to go down. Old age, maybe as they...
You don't want to go down.
Old age, maybe as they...
You don't want to go down by
like
a vehicle
that,
flip either.
That is a big
Goodness
one.
me, that is...
And this man has
PDZ
8
knocked
kills
out
now, I
and
believe.
gone, yeah. Really out here, I don't think he's going to have the angle. He has been spotted. He's going to stand up there for the kill, but he can't.
For long-range kills, if you can, in the early on games. We're here trying to get over that hill. Will he make it? He only got one wheel.
Elementrix try and push in, but they're coming up against Orange Rock, they're coming up against Hydra as well.
He's just waiting.
Aman has already gone down for entities. They've lost one of their 3 Snowbow Snakes.
A few moments later.
Yeah.
Where they have one guy who is just waiting in. This might be go time. I don't know if they spotted it out. There's 2 of them right there.
Oh my god, Neo.
Oh come on,
This
he's
guy
gonna
is
go
a
in.
really strong fragger as well.
No way. He's
Shoot him!
Neo.
He's not part of your team!
Leaky!
Kiki!
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 He's right there!
You know he's there!
No.
Oh
Neo.
my god!
What is going on?
Oh, he's
my
part
god!
of the team,
He
mate!
hasn't chucked it!
Kiki!
Oh, it's
Kiki,
a third
please!
person.
Oh, he's got it out! Oh, he's gone! Ah!
What is happening?
Neo! Neo, please!
He's right there!
Oh,
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Welcome back here to PMCO 2019. Steven, Mustache Dave.
That's right.
Let me tell you about the Vivo V15 Pro.
Tell me about it, Steven.
I'm glad you asked.
Thank you.
It's a pretty amazing machine. You want to play PUBG Mobile?
Yeah, I do.
No problem.
Oh,
It can run it. Perfect.
can it?
Oh yeah.
But only if you download it from the Google or iOS
Ooh,
store
that's a good point.
for free.
Is there anything else they should do while they're at
Probably
it?
go to the YouTube channel, PUBG Mobile Esports, hit the subscribe and follow button.
It's a good idea. Do all of those things at once. Go get you a V15, subscribe, download.
Yeah,
Easy peasy. Easy game, easy life.
doesn't get easier than that.
Before we do start talking about Sanhok here, do want to make a brief correction there. It was Nova not Nova Monster Shield, who took home the chicken dinner there. So, bit of a correction there on our break screen.
All right, so we're getting ready to go. Oh, here we go. Overall standings. Nova Esports with 3 chicken dinners sitting at 190 points.
Looking to break that 200 mark. And reclaiming the top spot there from Unicorn. They are, of course, not in action today, so they'll have a chance to reclaim it tomorrow. JUPLAY moving up as well there, 125.
Not too bad. Not
And look
too
at that
bad.
Nova Monster Shield.
They're also here. Yep. They got that one chicken yesterday that we keep talking about. Dark Dynasty, they're not going to be playing here today. Here's the 9th through 16th. Nomad Gaming, they're not going to be here today. WatchMyGP, 9 matches. They're going to be in 10th place after that. So they're already doing pretty solid for only 9 matches. So I can only assume after 12.
Yeah, always want to keep in mind there, as you said, the number of matches played. Some people sitting on 9, some people sitting on 13, some people sitting on 12. And it will be S7 trying to find their way out of the bottom of that table, but they really need to put it together here. Both them and Dodgy, as well as some of these other teams, just they got to put some performances together and find a way into the top half.
And the GoodBoys having a phenomenal game number 1. 11 kills. Coming into today, what were they sitting at? 22 kills. So if they can continue on with this momentum,
Absolutely.
they're definitely 100% going to be doubling that 22 kill point that they had coming into today.
Yeah. So I want to talk a little bit about Sanhok. We've seen northwestern.
Didn't we have one that was all the way north and like 50% water? What was that? That
Yeah.
was here?
I mean,
Yeah, Wildcard.
both times we've had them up in the northwest island, right? And that's a pretty tight place to play. We've
Very
seen
tight.
some interesting things happen up there. I'm ready to see something. I'm ready to see something different.
Like south?
Sure, southeast.
That's pretty different.
Yeah,
Maybe
I mean,
the cave.
that is true.
Maybe the cave area down there. Yeah, I agree. I'm trying to think though. Do teams drop down there? There might be 1 or 2 squads that tend to drop in the south. So I'm sure they're probably on board with you and wanting to get something different. But with Sanhok being such a small map, the first circles for the most part kind of have a majority of it in play, unless you get something crazy where it's like 50% water, 50% land.
Yeah.
Very rare. We'll have to find out here. Sanhok, we're going to be getting ready to go. Match number 2 of today.
Again, yeah, one of the smaller maps here.
Yep.
And we'll see if JUPLAY want to go skydiving again today.
I think everybody's going to go skydiving.
Oh, that's a good point.
They
The
went,
repeat
They went
base jumping.
base jumping without their chutes. Unfortunate for them. If they do it again today, then they're just trolling us. And I have to tip my hat to
Or,
them.
I mean, if it was fun the first time, why not run it back? We do see the plane coming out here. Very central. No team's going to have any issues getting where they want to go. As they do fan out onto the map here, our team's on board with John Wick. Do believe retained his kill leader position, or Bandit might have caught him actually.
If John Wick's not fragging, then no one's fragging. We should only be watching John Wick. It was funny in the clip before the break, like the bloopers. It was Neo who was the one that was in the shack or the room that didn't see the member and take the shot. So now we got John Wick. So my point is that there's just a lot of Matrix and Keanu Reeves
There you go.
references. There you go. Well, what are some other characters you played? John Wick, Neo.
Constantine.
Was that was a movie or was that the name
was
of
a
the
movie.
character?
And the name, both.
Oh, that was a good movie too.
We are going to see Marauders here looting in close proximity to our dinner eaters.
Dinner eaters, yeah, they're probably full. Hopefully maybe that's what happens to Nova. They get so full after that first chicken dinner. It's just like, what do we do after that? We're just gonna Netflix and chill.
They are one of now 3 teams to pick up 3 chicken dinners
Where are the other
in these
teams?
semifinals. Unicorns, of course. Unicorn Gaming, of course, as well as No Mercy.
Okay, so they will be hitting the 3 chicken tenders.
Chicken dollars.
Chicken dinners club.
I have not tried the chicken dollar. What does that taste like?
It's chicken off the dollar menu.
Oh, I see. Well, that explains it. Nova, of course, we'll see. You know, you talked about it.
Yeah, I did.
Will they go quiet now? They got their chicken. Are they at their quota?
Not. I hope not. If they do, then what I'm suspecting might be the case.
Yeah, or maybe, you know, if they are trying out some new strategies.
Now's the time.
Right, now's the time, as well as let's see how they pan out, right?
Or let's think about this. They got their first chicken dinner on Erangel yesterday. First chicken dinner on Erangel here today. Maybe that's just their stronger map. I believe their last match on Erangel yesterday wasn't a chicken, but it was like a second or third.
Could be. I can't say I remember offhand.
It's fair to
actually.
say, like, different squads, they have different strengths and weaknesses. So it's not far-fetched to think that Nova prefer Erangel and, you know, maybe practice that map a little more compared to the other ones.
Some stats here for Adele on your screen. Marauders, one of those teams that needs to put together a performance today, get themselves out of the danger zone down there at the bottom of the table. They have 4 games to give from being there yesterday. They will be in action again tomorrow, so a little bit of time left to get it done, but you got to be feeling the pressure mounting at this point.
Is today their last day?
No, they have.
Tomorrow?
They will be playing. They will be playing tomorrow.
Okay. But yeah, pressure is definitely building up. Even though they have 3 more games today, counting this one, and then 4 tomorrow. Every game definitely 100% matters.
We are going to see a very, very central circle.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. I mean, you wanted south. That's got south.
Technically, it is technically south.
Let's see where it shifts though. I don't think it's gonna shift up there to kind of where we've been seeing, kind of what you don't want to see, right? You said you don't want to go up to that
Just
northern west island.
Something new.
Yeah, something new. I agree with you, and you know, with the amount that's in there right now, I strongly don't think we're going up there. So
yeah,
it
would have to be some very interesting circle shifts. So we'll be seeing something new here in the wild cards. Looking at teams' positions, most of our teams in the circle, pretty much only Nova and WatchMyGP just outside here. We are on board with the infamous JUPLAY on Sanhok.
Chilling, listening to some nice tunes. Oh, driving up the hill, doing a 360. Gonna be tagged right there. Tagged and bagged.
I feel like that was the time to go for the ram.
Yeah, I don't know why we stopped pressing the gas, trying to run them over.
Hui is going to be able to pin them down there behind the vehicle. Unable to get the trade, at least for now. Some damage does come across, but does look like they are just going to have to submit to losing Ben there in rotation. That scout not going to plan.
Yeah, unfortunate for them.
Member of Nova Monster Shield here down for
See John Wick up there. Ooh, here we go. Only player we should be watching right now. John Wick should be fragging and bagging and tagging right now. There goes one to John Wick.
Ooh, S7 lighten up the kill feed over there. So good to see them getting off to a good start here.
John Wick's hunting down the Nova Monster Shield right now, as those 2 members are going to be pulling off. There's another one all the way out there in the distance to the east. John Wick, blood hungry right now. A man on a mission. Nothing will get in their way.
Yeah, I mean, look at that average damage there. The man has been putting in work this whole semifinals. We do want to see maybe a little bit more here out of 404. I think they're pretty much safe as far as qualification goes. But it's time to send a message, right? To prove that you are actually one of those top teams and you're not just a good fragging team.
And not to mess with John Wick.
Yeah, that would be a good message to send. I think that message has been
That's
pretty
the
well
only
sent.
message. Imagine the whole lobby just being scared of John Wick. I'm already scared of John Wick, but hopefully the lobby's scared of John Wick. So, whoa, what happened to JUPLAY? They're down to only 1 member. We saw one of them.
Right, we saw Ben
We saw
lost
Ben.
in rotation.
But what happened to the other 2?
So it was, like I said, right? S7 was lighting up the kill feed, and they were lighting up JUPLAY.
JUPLAY, okay. So I'm surprised S7, they actually are pulling off this. Maybe they're not aware that there's still one more member of JUPLAY. They're going to be moving on over to the east side, setting it a little more center here. We're going to have an aerial view at a couple teams. Going to be checking out some nice sight lines over here. That's going to be ROYALE squad in the buildings and the compounds out there. Then RGStar near the rocks.
Yeah, Monster here. It does look like they are down to only 3 members as we do get a look at our circle. Still only Nova outside of the circle, but
nice circle.
In no rush here. I think we're going to see a pretty slow mid-game here. Nobody in any rush to do much moving. When the next circle comes through, we'll start getting a better idea of who needs to make some tough rotations. But it is going to be Justice getting into an engagement here against S7, and the knock's going to come out here for Justice, 2 of them in fact, and only Surfer here having a chance to close it out, or to follow up. I think probably he's going to go ahead and declare this a lost cause, try and go play for placement here, get out of town, and we do see him crossing the stream
changing their address, changing their phone number, doing all of that. What would be funny is if the solo member from JUPLAY actually ends up taking down Surfer, because Surfer is running right into this direction. The reason being is because they know it's safe because they were there earlier.
Yeah, I mean, they know that one member of JUPLAY is down, but you're very right? He's rotating back into their previous position, and that will be interesting to see how that plays out, because 1 kill from either person here is extremely big.
And I believe
he got vision
acquired in the sight lines here.
Now, if you're Mao here, do you go for the play?
I'm sure their squad members want them to, right? They're like, get him.
Q Mao.
It's free. But you got to think, there's still 16 teams alive. So if you honestly believe you can survive to 10th place, then no. Don't go for it. But if you think all the odds are stacked against you, I think go for it. I mean, that 1 point.
So what I'm saying is, if you win that, if you have the information and you win that duel, if you're confident you can win that,
well, now
then that's already 1 step closer.
Yeah, exactly.
10th place.
Yeah, and it's 1 more point too. So we'll have to pay attention to the kill feed. We see Nova Monster Shield up here on the high ground.
Again. They posted up on that high ground early last game as well, seeming to enjoy getting that view of the battlefield.
It's a good view from up there.
It is indeed. It's a lovely map here, Sanhok, a tropical destination.
Oh.
A monster. They're going to go and mount up here on this bike and get a bit of a rotate on. We do see a new circle coming out. Still very centered. Pretty much exactly where the previous circle was, just a little bit smaller.
So it seems like you might be getting your wish, right? Going south.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see something new.
Where would you want it to end is the question. Like what's the area? Do you have anywhere in mind that you would just love to see the teams just duke it out, battle to the death?
You know, I enjoy boot camp as a location.
Okay.
You know, you don't get to see as much action there.
Okay.
In pro play as you do in, you know,
pubs. Yeah.
Right. That anytime you get fighting in one of those hot drop places, I enjoy, because, you know, it kind of resonates a bit with the average player, I might say.
So one team that is probably hoping it doesn't go to boot camp right here, Delay. They are going to be all the way down there in the south. They do have a nice hill to work with. I believe Gaga is going to be spotting those members out from the GoodBoys, just trying to get as much information as possible. But, yeah, when does this happen? 2 crates right back next to each other for free at that? Oh, my goodness. This is near boot camp.
they might not have perfect information on who is towards boot camp, as you said.
Watch my GP.
As it doesn't look like they've gone and collected them yet, or at least Glove here has not. So we'll see.
Maybe they feel like it's too good to be true. It's like 2 crates right next to each other. This is not real.
Like I said, I don't think they have much information on who could be on that hill, so it could be a bit risky. If they had perfect knowledge, of course, they would just waltz over there, collect them, no problem. Marauders here, also on some finding some high ground for themselves. Got some buggies in tow. Looking at Way 2 Champion, not too far off from their position. Should be able to get some information on them if they so choose. Pretty central position. Depends on which island we go to here as we take a look at the map. And yeah, you can see it there on your mini-map. WatchMyGP just free and clear to those crates. They've got to have picked them up at this point, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, you know, you're kind of saying that they might have been a little hesitant, right? But by now, they should have definitely have scouted 360 around them. They should know it's clear, free and clear. And we actually see they were able to get at least one of them where Gloves is. And that's going to be not only 1 level 3 helmet, but 2 level 3 helmets for 2 of their squad members. And then the vest. And we weren't sure what weapons they picked up. We didn't actually get to check it out. But should be interesting moving forward. If you are a WatchMyGP fan, they are getting decked out right now.
Speaking of level 3 helmets, got one right there.
Where?
On our screen. Am I losing my mind here?
No. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right down there.
Anyway,
This is RGStar.
Again, Nova, very, very much playing edge this game, right? They've been slow to the circle both times as we get the pop here. And again, it's not going to decide between the islands, but I do think we are heading southwest.
Yeah, WatchMyGP looking good up there. Justice, GoodBoys, Delay. They are going to have to push up just a little bit, not too far. Dodgy right there in Painan. Going to be occupying the rivers, taking names, taking tolls.
And this is where things are going to get interesting, right? Exactly. Like you just said right there. You got to get across that water, and you got 1 minute to do it.
And you got Dodgy.
A little bit longer than
I bet you looking on both the north and the southern channels of that water, making sure no one crosses for free.
Right. I mean, the western bank of that river is just locked down right now.
Locked and loaded,
we'll see
baby.
If any of those teams, like AsiaGaming or the GoodBoys here, actually go ahead and take a look at this fight here between GoodBoys and Delay. Not going to come down there. Can't quite find the flush. There it is. Shaq going to pick one up for himself. And like we were saying, though, right, that it's going to be very hard to find your way onto. And in fact, Nova taking a very wide route, as we see on our maps over here. We'll see what happens with them. I am pretty curious to see how they follow up that previous performance.
Yeah, they're going to need to be a little cautious because with their rotating, I believe 4-4 is over there. RG's over there. So they're going to need to be careful not to get sandwiched moving forward. Delay still going to be out here in the southern western edge of the circle. Looks like they're going to be baiting this crate out there. 4-4 is going to be rotating on in as well. So we still have 16 squads alive in this game. We are in the third circle. It's going to start closing in just a moment. Things are going to start heating on up. All these teams getting so close to each other right now.
404, our first team really to make it across the river. No issues whatsoever. They did take the Camp Charlie bridge there and slid in, no problem. They were pretty close to RGStar, but no engagements coming out. Nova should have some vision of this, right? Probably not interested in poking at them across the water as they themselves are trying to cross right now.
Yeah, oh my goodness. If 4-4 just turns around, this could be it. Dead in water. Flopping fish.
Looks like they're going to do somewhat of a relay here as Schaudger, the first man to come across, and Bishak looking to be the second.
4-4, I don't even think they're looking behind them. They're so fixated on getting into the zone. And making sure it's clear.
Especially when you hear the gunfight over here,
in front of
right?
you. Yeah, it's just a straight distraction.
And this could be extremely bad news for them if
CEO is going to be waiting back here though, but prone, so they won't be able to see the water.
he is anchoring. But again, you know, I think Nova has very good information on where 404 is. Oh, and actually, it does look like 404 has looked behind them. Shots coming out. Oh, and Bandit gonna go down in the water. John Wick gonna be excited to see that, as it is those two members
fighting,
dueling it out for the golden gun, that kill leader position. And another trade gonna come out here from Guanma. They're just tearing each other apart here. Oh my, that shot. Nova getting torn apart by the blue, and down and out they go.
Are they dead?
Yes, sir.
16th spot.
Now, I didn't quite get it right. I mean,
they
couldn't follow up that performance, could they? But what I wanted to ask you is, did you catch who started that? Who kicked off that engagement?
No, I didn't. I didn't catch it. I want to say Nova did. They saw some free shots.
How could I don't understand.
They were 4-4 was already pushed up, right? There, like we said, we were just talking how they were concentrating on the fight in front of them. They left CO behind just to kind of watch the edge, you know, of the blue zone. I feel like one of the members from Nova, who was behind the rock, Guanma. I feel like it was Guanma behind the rock. Peeked over, saw 2 free kills on the 4-4, took the shots. 4-4 quickly turned around, used that bridge, those pillars under the bridge to quickly get cover, just like that. Take them out. I mean, you're at a disadvantage when you're in the water.
To the plan. You gotta stick to the plan, chum.
Their plan was good too.
Just shuttle.
Yeah, just shuttle right behind 4-4. Don't make any sudden movements, type of thing. But I mean, I guess when we see 2 free kills,
as well as the plan was very clearly right, one at a time, so that we have 3 people covering that angle. Anyway, let's go move on from this.
I agree. I mean, it was a big play. I mean, it's going to open up the lobby here, as they were our first place team and they're taken out.
AsiaGaming here, looking to find a fight here with WatchMyGP, who have been a bit quiet, right? But that's kind of how they kind of cruise their way into first by consistent top 10 placements and picking up kills consistently. Right, they're actually under immense pressure here. Godless gonna go down, as well as members heavily tagged here. Way 2 champion on board here with GNBGN. Got a level 3 backpack for himself. Pretty low on meds though. Delay gonna pick up one there onto AsiaGaming, and across the river in the town of Painam,
Brat and Cocktail.
and it is crowded over there in this city. Lots of teams finding buildings to camp out in.
15 teams still alive.
Way 2 champions looking like they're gonna go for a bit of a split here. Nothing too aggressive though. Ooh, the grenade is cooked. He's looking for Cocktail. He's lined it up pretty close.
Oh, it tagged Cocktail. Didn't take down Cocktail, but that was a 50 banger. Maybe even more, maybe 75%. Yeah, looking for the follow-up there. Not able to get that. Cocktail going to be moving just a little bit, but I don't think Cocktail's going to be able to survive this one. Meanwhile, over here, we got a bunch of gunfights popping off, ringing off with justice.
Inglu here, the last man alive for AsiaGaming. He's going to have to do some work here or find a way to get to Jung before too long. He's bleeding out quick, and he's got not much time left, but it is actually a one-on-one here between him and FJ. Ooh, and does get taken out, third-partied by Dodgy.
Yeah, Dodgy, I believe, still have 4 members alive over there.
They're
doing pretty good today, and not only do they have 4 alive, they're in the zone. In the compound. Very strong position. So
yeah,
let's see what they can do with this. Maybe rack up some kills, maybe third party. The Marauders are there too. So I think the combination of both those teams should be able to rack up a bunch of kills with all these squads trying to funnel on into the new safe zone.
That being said, WatchMyGP, it's only cocktail alive, and he's found a way to get it done. Ooh, my FJ's gonna go down to the zone there. Oh, that's just devastating. Couldn't quite find a way into the city. And WatchMyGP's cocktail, he's in such a good position as the last man standing there to get a high placement. He's found his way into the city. Nobody's looking his direction. And now is the time to run. Delay. Oh my goodness, Alex can't find the shots. And he gets turned on immediately by the good boys. But can they make it into the zone? Oh, they're getting chunked. Did Shaq make it? I think he just barely did. But can they crawl in with him? It does look like they might just barely squeak in. And as we say that, the play zone is taking names, and they didn't make it in, right? The two members from the Good Boys couldn't make it in. Shaq now the only surviving member who made it into the zone.
Yep.
And
circle number 6 right now.
Look at that circle position.
There's water running right down the middle of it, and then 2 banks. 2
banks of the river.
So,
and no compounds in.
Looking at this, I do see ROYALE squad on that eastern bank. I want to say they're the safest squad.
It does
look
like
forward.
It does look like actually Dodgy and Marauders will have a little bit of their compounds remaining in the circle. RGStar's Shao Tian under duress here, but is going to be able to keep his life for now. Delays, Alex rotating around. Delay pretty heavily tagged up here. Oh, and more shots are going to come out. Dodgy just in such good position in these buildings to take all comers. Ooh, and yeah, this building is not in. He's got to go. That blue is going to chunk, and it does. Like I said, though, it does look like they have a bit of hard cover to work with here. 3 members still alive in the squad. They might be able to get the revive here and come back 4 strong. They've got even another building in front of them that they can rotate into, maybe do a bit of a split. They are very aware of Marauders' position over there. And only 4 teams remaining. Ooh, what a grenade.
Yeah, this grenade battle happening back and forth right now between Dodgy and Marauders. Could really help out the team of ROYALE squad out there as they are just trying to snake it in the grass on the banks in the east. Meanwhile, PUBGQAZ are also laughing at this because they're not in any gunfights right now and they still got 3 alive.
Yeah, they have 1 in the water, actually. Killstealer is in the water.
Dodgy pushing out, going to be taking a couple shots onto the ROYALE squad. Dodgy,
6
all
kills.
4 members still alive. Yeah, 6 kills over there. So I feel like they were able to defend that Marauders cocktail battle that was happening in the buildings just a second ago. As I say that, they're going to be getting picked apart.
Oh my. This positioning. He's
going to at least got across the water.
Right? He's at least going to get a kill steal if he realizes what's up here. But it is PUBGQAZ who are in the rough position here. No cover to work with, but he's got it lined up. He's waiting, biding his time. Killstealer is going to take one down there on the Marauders. 2 members left alive for them. 1 down, B-Spin on the other side of the river. He tries to get the execute in the water. He knows there's no way he's going to get revived, but he can't quite do it. The points are going to count there. Now only 2 teams left, Marauders and QAZ. That Molly's not going to find its home here on the Killstealer. Ooh, the grenade's going to come out. It looks pretty good, actually. Another one, follow up. He's raining. He's got so much equipment to use here. And that level 3 helmet.
That one looked good. There it is.
Oh, there it is. Nusup going to find the initial knock. I'd like to see them play aggressive here, and they will. Both Killstealer and Nusup getting heavily aggressive here onto Delay, and he will go down. PUBGQAZ are victors here, coming into the day in last place. But a 10-kill chicken dinner is going to change that real quick.
Yeah, that's major. I mean, coming into today, they had 17 kills with only 18 points. as far as placement goes, they just double their placement points with that game, right? 20, and then almost getting enough kills. PUBGQAZ will be getting, I believe, their first chicken dinner here as well. They didn't get any in the group stages, so they will be getting one here in the semifinals, where the competition is a little more steep. So good for them. Played it very well. Here's the highlights from game number 2.
And it couldn't come at a better time, right?
Yeah.
You see, John Wick here, he did get some points on the board for himself, but not before. But he does end up getting down by Bandit, I believe. Or was that last game?
Oh, see, this is what...
yeah, there it was. You're right. It was Guanma in the river.
In the river. Taking the initial shots there. I believe Guanma did get a knock, to be fair. But we lost the whole team in the process.
Still not I maintain not the right play in that situation. Maybe we don't have perfect information as to what was happening, but congratulations to PUBGQAZ.
Yeah, and you like to see it.
For them.
Yeah, you like to see it. Killstealer had 7 kills that game. Last game, Killstealer was popping off as well. They made it into the top 5 situation. So with this momentum, they're continuing to build up, finally getting that chicken dinner.
And they still got one day to play, right?
Exactly, and they played that last game so well. They were near Dodgy, right? On that, remember, the water.
Right,
running right down the middle. Dodgy right there, 4 members. They didn't want to fight Dodgy. Instead, they snuck in the river and got behind, who was that team? It was ROYALE squad.
Yeah.
Took out ROYALE squad, took up their position. That was a very important play from Killstealer on that team to take over the ROYALE squad position.
It was such an interesting final circle we had with the river right down the middle. It really, we saw it get pretty awkward for some teams when, hey,
to cross it, yeah.
I got a down member on the other side. Like, so long, you will.
That's Captain Steve.
That's Captain Steve. He tried to execute to the water, couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
You know that there's no way that revive ever comes out.
The water played a very crucial role in this previous game, not only for this team, but multiple teams. You know, we mentioned Nova. That was another water mishap, but I'm sure there's a couple teams that we kind of missed.
I think we saw GoodBoys take down 7 kills. No, they had that compound very
on
early.
The water. Okay.
I think honestly I would like to have seen more kills come out from them, actually, just because of what a great position they were in.
Yeah, especially at the last game with 11 kills to themselves.
Right. I just felt like, oh man, that position they had, everybody had to rotate in towards them, and they had the hard cover with such great sight lines. I mean, definitely great to take down 7. Maybe could have seen a little bit more from them.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, I'm going to be watching them all night long. I already told you, watch my
That's
GP.
True. Oh, yeah.
Watch my GP. That's how I'm watching, because before yesterday, weren't they like in 2nd place on leaderboard? And then they were in 1st place.
At the halfway mark, they were
in first place. And they didn't play yesterday. They got bumped all the way down to 9th place.
Right. 4-game difference, though.
Of course. But now it's less than that. Now it's a 2-game difference.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see where they are on this leaderboard here, if they were able to bump up from that 9th place position.
There are going to be some teams that do still have 4 games on them, though, right? This is their final day. So keep that in mind as we're looking at our leaderboard.
Yeah, keep that in mind. Today's not the last day.
A lot of movement still possible.
I mean, we're talking about a lot, but I think it's fair because we are over that halfway mark.
I mean, it's super important to all these teams,
tonight,
right?
Yeah, half the lobby tonight, they're not going to play tomorrow night, right? So this is
They're
last
going to
night.
decide who goes home and who stays, right? Tomorrow, we're going to see these teams start to slide into their more true positions. And it's going to be nerve-wracking for those teams that are right on the cusp who finished today.
Yeah. What happened to JUPLAY? I didn't catch that solo member. What happened to that solo battle out there, more or less?
I caught a bit of a glimpse of it on the mini-map, right, where they both were kind of crawling, moving together in succession. I think they had a pretty good peace tree. I didn't get to see how it exactly...
Some white flags out there.
How exactly it ended up playing out. But we do take a look at Match 2 standings here, and it is PUBGQAZ, like we said, taking that chicken dinner home. 30 points, going to be massive for them in the standings.
Yep, Marauders, 5 kills, going to be getting 14 points right there as far as placements go. Dodgy, 8 kills, pretty good game from that team. 10 points as far as placement goes. DelayNoMore, 50-50, right down the middle, 7-7. Going to be getting 14 total points, 404 error. You like to see it. 7 kills that game, only 2 placement points. So they actually placed lower than ROYALE Squad and WatchMyGP, but because of those kills, they got more points.
Yeah, it's definitely rough to see that no-kill game from ROYALE Squad. Justice there did get 5 kills to their name with only a 1 placement point. JUPLAY, there you go. But 3 placement points, so did do his job to stay in the circle for as long as possible.
Yeah. Who was it though? Who was it?
Rough.
Was it AsiaGaming? Who was the other solo? I forgot. It was JUPLAY, and then the other solo, I think AsiaGaming. So JUPLAY actually survived because they got 3 placement points over AsiaGaming. So they did survive a little longer.
Well, there you go. I was about to say,
yeah,
Nova Esports and Nova Monster Shield who had great performances in that first match, really fell off a cliff here in the second, but
not like JUPLAY did yesterday.
I see what you did there. Yeah, not quite that literally, but all 3 of those teams here on our first page, so feeling real good at the moment, especially those teams up there at the top going to be feeling pretty secure at this point. WatchMyGP,
look at all these
starting
teams
to move up.
Yeah, look at all these teams in 9 through 16 with chicken dinners. WatchMyGP, 2 chicken dinners, Nomad 1, Dark Dynasty 1, AsiaGaming 1, ROYALE Squad 1. So that just goes to show you how good of a lobby we have in even the mid pack. And now PUBGQAZ all the way in 19th position. So if we were to call it quits here today, they would be kicked out tomorrow, right? And they have a chicken dinner. So it's amazing.
It is pretty interesting, but I mean, look at that point total, right? 81. They jumped up so much.
Yep, they started with 35 today.
Right. I mean, that's so important to them. That's going to do wonders for them as they try to make it into that top 16. Only 2 games left for some of our teams in this semifinal stage, and they need some points. So we're going to find out how many more they can get in these final 2 matches, but before that, we're going to go ahead and take a break.
Your game, Vivo V15 Series, Vivo.
Run for his fight later, but there's so many kills in his eyes. He's going to pick up 2 there onto Royal Gaming.
The majority of the other squads alive are currently occupied with these gunfights.
Yeah, as Dark Dynasty in an engagement here with SNG. Shots coming out. Some desperately needed time here for Dark Dynasty. Another cooked grenade coming out here from Kane, and this could be a magical one. Great toss!
up close and personal, ready to finish this game, ready to close it on out. Aim blocker will be getting the information, going to be peeking the corner, going to be taking one, going to be taking the winner, chicken dinner.
And they're made to pay for it immediately. I'd like to see No Mercy push this advantage. The grenade comes out, might get the follow-up on there on the KSY. And in fact, all of them are going to get cleaned up by Coco there.
Yep.
It's going to be so much fun.
What we haven't seen though is 404 getting involved in early fights. The first 2 games we saw them very involved in early engagements.
Yeah, I mean,
this game, very quiet.
I guess the trade-off they're making is, sure, they would go...
Vehicles.
Oh,
He gets him out
Run
again.
him down,
Gets
son.
the second, goes for the run over, but no, it's just straight onto the hay bale, slice straight on forward. Goes down.
Yeah, and murdered is not the way you want to go down. Old age, maybe as they...
You don't want to go down.
Old age, maybe as they...
You don't want to go down by
like
a vehicle
that,
flip either.
That is a big
Goodness
one.
me, that is...
And this man has
PBZ
8
knocked
kills
out
now, I
and
believe.
gone, yeah. Really out here, I don't think he's going to have the angle. Indeed, he has been spotted. He's going to stand up there for the kill, but he can't.
For long range kills, if you can, in the early on games. We're here trying to get over that hill. Will he make it? He only got one wheel.
As Elementrix try and push in, but they're coming up against Orange Rock, they're coming up against Hydra as well.
He's just waiting.
Aman has already gone down for entities. They've lost one of their 3 Snowbow Snakes.
A few moments later.
Yeah.
Where they have one guy who is just waiting in. This might be go time. I don't know if they spotted it out. There's 2 of them right there.
Oh my god, Neo.
Oh come on,
This
he's
guy
gonna
is
go
a
in.
really strong fragger as well.
No way. He's
Shoot him!
Neo.
He's not part of your team!
Linky!
Kiki,
come on! He's right there!
You know he's there!
No.
Oh my god!
What is going on?
Oh, he's part of the team,
He
mate!
hasn't chucked it!
Kiki,
Oh, it's
Kiki,
the third
please!
person.
Oh, he's still alive! Oh, he's gone! Ah!
What is happening?
Neo! Neo, please!
He's right there!
Oh,
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Welcome back here to the PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2019. I am Steven, joined here by Mustache Dave.
What's up?
And you know,
What do I know?
I've got an issue.
Hold up. What is that?
I've been playing PUBG Mobile, and I
Okay.
just can't get chicken dinners.
Why not?
I don't know. You have any advice for me?
Is it your phone?
You know, it could be. You have any suggestions?
I think Vivo has got some good phones.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I heard about this V15 Pro.
I heard it's pretty good too.
Now, what if somebody was like going to send me a message in the middle of my game or something like that?
Yeah. I think the phone allows you to continue playing the game
So you mean I could get uninterrupted, seamless PUBG?
while playing the game.
Well, there you go.
What game?
PUBG Mobile.
How you get it?
I think you can download that on your Google Play Store
Yeah.
and your iOS store.
And you can head over to the YouTube channel, check out all the VODs. Make sure you go subscribe at PUBG Mobile Esports. Hit the subscribe button.
That's right. Anyway, we're
That's
about to
that.
get into We're about to get into that Vikendi for the day, match number 3.
Woo! I just had to
And
get it out of me.
we got some teams needing some points.
A lot of teams needed points.
Last day in action for Group E.
Yeah, sad to see, but as long as they tried their best, that's all you can do.
Yeah, that's very true. What are you looking forward to here on Vikendi?
Hopefully, a interesting circle that takes 50% water, 50% land.
Interesting.
We've been seeing that a lot here lately, the
That's
past
true.
couple weeks. I personally like it because it forces our squads closer together. Vikendi is such a large map that
That's true.
without these difficult circles, it could be a long early game with not a lot of action. And I don't want to fall asleep.
What about circle placement? Where do you want to see a circle finish?
Circle finish?
Yeah.
I know you want Dino Park.
Yep.
Castle will probably never happen. Maybe Cosmodrome, all the way up there in the north. Yeah, Cosmodrome.
You know, speaking of places that it never happens,
Where? My house?
well, no. On Miramar, the graveyard way over there in the west.
Oh yeah, that would be a spooky ending, right?
Never even seen it once in my life. Not playing, not in pro. Somebody send me a VOD if you've seen one end there. But the plane is coming out here, and it's looking very, very central. Don't think anybody's going to have any... Ooh, welcome back. And back on the plane now. Very, very central here. Not going to be any issues. Anybody who wants to go where they want are going to get where they want. And apparently, a reminder that QAZ won our last one.
They did a good job. Their first chicken dinner here in the group and semifinal stages. They were able to almost double their points here so far with that chicken dinner alongside those kills. So good for them. Maybe they'll get another kill, another chicken dinner. Who knows? Limit is out there for them.
Plane did come east to west, a little bit to the south, but no issues. Maybe, like you said, that Cosmodrome might be a little bit rough to get to. Again, QAZ winners.
They did win.
Last round.
They did. Hey, great game for them.
Getting that extra notification for you
Hopefully
guys.
we'll get one more just in case you forgot.
I mean, they deserve it.
Well,
right?
you know what? Maybe some
That hard
people.
work paying out.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe some people went to the kitchen to make a sandwich. Make
Don't
some
worry.
raviolis.
We got you covered.
We got you covered.
those updates live. And, we haven't seen it much today, but do have a chance here for an early engage. Look like 404 might consider pulling out of this, as they do have a vehicle. But S7, they've been winning some fights, but I don't know. Whoa. Don't know if that's necessarily a fight they're looking to take, as 404 has been pretty impressive when it comes to, aim matches, those duels.
Well, wouldn't it be impressive is if another team spotted them with the 4 members in the U.S. and took them out? Thankfully, that didn't happen. But that's definitely something that you want to limit here within the realm of PUBG Mobile, because we've seen it time and time again. Squads just on their rotates in one vehicle.
I think every single person who's ever played this game has had that happen to
him at least once. Exactly. And although it may feel good to be the one to get a squad wipe in a vehicle, it definitely doesn't feel good to be the squad in the vehicle getting wiped, because then you're going to go back to lobby. And with 4-4, they only got one more game to go at this.
They did safely rotate out of there. Gonna find a nice loot position. Smack dab center of the map is our circle. Still many places it could go. Might see Mount Kresnik as our finish if it went dead center. We'll have to wait and see. Most of our teams in the circle. Some people looting on the outskirts. Nova, one of those teams.
Yep. They've been doing that all day, actually.
Yeah.
Outskirts, especially last game on Sanhok. They didn't actually come into the circle until like circle 4. They were just constantly staying right on the tip. Yep, edge play. Didn't work out for them. Maybe it could have. Maybe this time they've learned their lesson. If they're following behind somebody, sneaking behind them, they won't be, what's the word I'm looking for?
Backstabbed?
No. They won't. Trigger happy.
Not gonna.
I feel like they were trigger happy, like they're ready to pull the trigger.
Oh
right?
yeah,
like
you're talking about on last map.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I agree. If Guanma
trigger discipline, hopefully they work a little bit on that.
Yeah, we'll see them continue to maybe play the edge here. We'll have to wait and see though, as it might actually see an early rotation from them. Shooting, pull up car here.
Oh, they crashed into a rock.
Very dangerous situation there, but it does look like they're going to get away with it. No problem. Our winners from last round, QAZ, looking to get aggressive here onto S7. Both of these teams in dire need of points here if they want to stay in this competition.
We had like some drive-by happening, and then we crashed to a rock, forcing them to come to a standstill. S7 going to be quickly busting a left-hand turn, trying to get to some type of cover right there. But QAZ, they are not done with this. They're hunting down one of the members. They're going to continue this drive-by, doing a pull-up. They see a member from S7 over here. Looks like a prime spot to come and collect some more points.
Yeah, Ursa going to get caught out here.
Oh, that's another one in the bank.
Lit him up.
Done and dusted on Vikendi. The one-tap dirt nap.
No support. Nobody's coming to his rescue. That's
See you later.
Points in the bag for now. Scorpion, looking to see if he can't maybe get some information here. But it will be Killstealer who's going to go ahead and finish it off there. I was going to say it's going to be interesting to see how we hit on Nova there a little bit.
A lot.
Also, all
day. I mean, to be fair, they were in first place.
Right. Well, I was going to say as well as Nova Monster Shield, right? Both last round having pretty horrendous performances.
Yeah.
Off the back of very good performances. And there you go. Nova Monster Shield aim locker going to go down as if on cue.
We knew what we were talking about.
Almost like we knew what we were talking about. Using every utility he has to buy time for himself.
And that's all that's happening. Yeah, just buying time. Doesn't look too good for him. They will be throwing those mollies down there to stop the push from up the stairs from AsiaGaming.
Support here from Adi.
From the outskirts.
We'll see if he's able to properly give support or what their
plan
decision is going to be here. If they're just going to go ahead and sacrifice this play.
Might be too risky.
That would be my call, right? Especially considering, I guess Nova Monster Shield is actually in a pretty good position now and isn't too worried about it. They are going to get aggressive there. Shurun almost going down, spraying down through the smoke. He's going to jump out. Do they have the information? They should hear the footsteps now. But he is going to go ahead and stop for a first aid. He could fall back to Adi's position. They get in that UAZ and get out of here. We'll see if he can make the run. AsiaGaming is going to be a little bit aware of this. The molly's going to come out. into the second floor window. Shouldn't be anyone up there, but it will cover that sight line onto their position. And, you know, saving Private Adi, mission accomplished. Ooh, he's pretty well pinned down here on the stairs.
I mean, sometimes you just can't risk it for the biscuit. As we do see Nova Munch's shield, they actually did get out of there.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't
I'm
suspect
shocked
that.
they were able to extricate Adi from that situation.
AsiaGaming, I feel like they stopped being aggressive there. They had the cards in their favor. They had them pinned down. Dead to rights, in my opinion.
We got 2 people here with level 3 helmet, level 3 armor. As we do see an engagement here between Delay and RGStar. Or excuse me, that's Royale Squad. My fault. And Kill gonna come out here. Ooh, hiding in the bush. The sneakiest. Will he open up on the back? He could make a big play here. I think Wisely as the last member alive. He's just going to try and hold out.
Oh, spotted in the bush. I was just thinking in my head, like, that is one good bush. I need to write that one down and hide in that one next time. But they will be spotted. Take it down and out. The solo member in the bush not able to survive in that camouflage.
Oh.
Maybe with the ghillie would have helped, but
yeah,
didn't work out this time.
A very happy Adi on your screen. Thankful for his life. But actually,
thankful for the life, yeah.
He's the only man left?
Yep. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Saving Private Adi was so successful that, in fact, he is the only man left alive.
They sacrificed themselves for Adi.
Hopefully
it pays off.
Almost like the movie.
Yeah, hopefully it pays off here.
We'll have to wait and see. 404 posted up in a compound here, pretty close to Marauders. Does look like they are taking shots there as Marauders, one member up in the car there, going to look for a bit of a 3-1 split. See how they actually shake this out as it is cruising around, looking for the right spot. Look like got some air actually in the background there. Fabit having a pretty good, and most of the members here on 404 having a pretty good semifinal for themselves.
JUPLAY pushing AsiaGaming.
And more blood in this building. As it does look like the push is going to come out here from JUPLAY. Getting pure aggression. Wait, going to find one here cleanly. He's looking for the follow-up. Trades coming back and forth. The flush actually going to come out. And Ben, will he get the trade out? Not quite yet.
The trades are just amazing right here.
2 on 1 left here.
The Uzi battles.
Weapon swaps coming out. Oh, it's down to a 1-on-1. 1
Reloading.
HP. Great disengage into the smoke here. He needs to get a heal off and quickly close in on it. Oh my goodness, Shren on 1 HP. Will he be able? Will he go for a res or will he look for the fight? He is going to go ahead and go for the res, but it could. He does hear the footsteps on the outside. They're still looking to find this fight. The pre-fire coming out from both members. Not going to find anything there. Looking through the window. He's going to get vision of him there.
Back and forth, back and forth.
And
he's going to get it.
The tightest 1v1 here. Still can't quite find a kill either direction.
Oh, HE trying to evacuate from the door. Will be spotted. Shot in the back right there. JUPLAY will be the victors of this long, drawn-out compound battle. They should be able to get at least 2 other members up as they did lose one in the process there. That battle was just something else.
The Snow Ghillie coming out here for Scorpion. And he's got that EBR in hand. Somebody found a loot crate. S7, they've been pretty aggressive, and it looks like they're gonna... I think they've realized that everything has gone quiet, and now they're kind of out in the open. I think they were really hoping to third party this.
Yeah, exactly. Catch them while their pants are down, some would say. But JUPLAY were able to heal up, regroup, and actually spot out the team, Scorpion and Surfer, who were trying to sneak up on them. So they are going to be behind this rock for the time being. I wouldn't be surprised if some shots will ring out once when they do peek over these rocks.
And I gotta say, Shren, if you look there, that level 3 helmet has taken damage. And Ooh, Surfer caught out in the open, doing his best to serpentine. He's going to stay alive for now, and he's returned back to the rock. Ooh, that EBR ringing out. Such a great sounding weapon. I was going to say, that helmet from Shen, level 3 helmet, had taken damage.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
And how much HP did he have in that one-on-one before they stopped to heal?
Like 2?
That level 3 helmet could have saved his life there.
Probably
Won
did.
him that engagement.
Yeah, probably did. That might have been what was the key to the coffer of AsiaGaming. Now we have a standoff.
Hui not too anxious to peek again after getting tagged with that EBR. That thing can tear through you at that especially at this mid-range distance. Pretty much the perfect weapon for that situation. But being pinned on those rocks, not going to be great for S7. We'll see how that plays out a little bit later, as we are going to get on board here with Cocktail of WatchMyGP. Definitely looking for them to make a statement here today. They have not quite found it so far.
Here's 4-4 with their 2 vehicles getting ready to roll out, regroup, reposition. They are pretty center within the new circle, so they're probably not going to go too far. Nova is going to be right near this. We're going to need to be careful. We're going to need to pay attention to this team, see what ends up happening. They might get sandwiched by what we were just watching. Where's my GP? But let's take an aerial view on the Nova complex, I want to call it.
You know, they had every chance to play the edge, right? Here in Nova. But they have gone dead center this round. So definitely changing it up here, trying to find a new strategy here, and it's looking like it's paying dividends because they're going to get some kills here onto Justice if they can find the finishes. Should be able to push in on this pretty quickly, see if the res can get out before they can close in on it, and it looks like it will.
They're pushing it though. Bandit is about to peek this corner. Will be taking one shot with the AKM, pulling back. They notice that the revive did actually occur.
But immediately,
just as I say that, yep, they got taken right back down.
Going to be taken back out. And only one member standing, hiding in that smoke. Nowhere to go. They should be able to clean up FJ as well as he's crawling down the mountain.
Trying to get some information, yep.
Use his teammate to bait it out, but that is what you call a crossfire right there. 2 members on each of the high ground. Absolutely nowhere to run. Really great setup there by Nova as far as how to carry out the rest of that engagement.
Yep.
Clinical, you might even say.
Clinical. And then after that, not only that, they're going to be rewarded with the new circle. Pretty center. That's been the name of the game when it comes to Vikendi as far as this match goes. Nothing too surprising going to unfold here. Yep, we see the circle right there in the top right-hand corner.
I, in fact, don't think that could be any more center.
Any more center. Yeah, a lot of teams, they're already going to be in it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just kind of hunker down for the time being, wait till the next circle pops and see where it goes. So for right now, we're going to have some pot shots ringing out across the way. Teams trying to take out each other's helmets, maybe damage their vests. It looks like Killstealer is having a good old time baiting those windows. They did get tagged twice, though, so they are going to be regretting that just a little bit. But that was a fun little mini game, for sure.
Maybe still amped from that round win they had.
Yeah.
Did get a chance on our, once we got to look at that mini map, we did see the S7 still pinned down there by JUPLAY. Hopefully we'll get to see how that one plays out, as JUPLAY pretty free to rotate out of that whenever they want, see how long they want to hold S7 in that position. No, neither of them really in too much of a rush to get anything done, though, as Circle pretty well and truly around them, not needing to rotate anyway. Delay looking to take up that mountaintop position, but run into Nova already being set up there. They are actually going to try and take a position nearby, and Bandit's going to tag him up for it. They want to move the vehicle, but oh my goodness, the headshot comes out onto Alex, and now he's going to blow up the car. That is pretty much worst case scenario for what could have happened there.
Yeah, I mean, both the teams, they're going to have some distance between each other. Nova, they do have these rocks to work with, and Delay have that building. They should be able to get their revive onto Alex, as we do see Delay regrouping after this one. Did Nova, I thought they had 4 alive. Yeah, they did. So it looks like possibly trying to go for some type of flanking maneuver. We know that that's something that I believe Bandit likes to do on the squad. So
and you know,
that might have been what was happening.
With the destruction of that Dacia,
Uh-huh.
if Delay has to rotate out of this position,
Yeah.
you talked about it a little bit earlier.
It's going to be limited.
They are going to have to all 4 pile into a US.
Yeah, if that's the case, it might just be best to just hoof it on foot. We'll see. The next circle is going to pop here very shortly. Will we have a 4th center circle again?
And I
there
really,
we go.
Oh my goodness! It couldn't that be more center?
Yeah. Hey,
you know,
if you're Nova, if you're 4-4, if you're WatchMyGP, you're not complaining, not at all.
So it's great that you bring up those 3 teams, because that's exactly what I wanted to hit on here. Right? Is that these, especially in 404 and WatchMyGP, like it's time for them to have a performance here today. We haven't seen it quite yet, especially from 404 and WatchMyGP. So all 3 of those, you know, kind of favored teams in this lobby, I would say, are right there together, centered. We're really going to have a very clean, scripted match, see what these teams are really made of here.
Dodgy just let Alex drive right by him with, I believe, 2 members in that car. That's what I call Dodgy.
Well,
and now the other 2
giving him a
members of
second
Delay.
chance.
No, these are the other 2 members of Delay. See, they didn't take shots at Alex, so Alex never actually relayed that information back to his squad members that there's a whole team right there. They might actually crash it maybe because they think it's free. We'll have to find out.
Like maybe that's the big brain play there, right?
That would have. That's actually, yeah, some Charlotte's Web type of strategy right there.
Yeah, the mountaintop here starting to get awfully crowded.
That's where Nova was just a second ago.
That's gonna be my favorite Dacia skin right there.
What's the theme though? I can't pinpoint. It's like
it's a shark.
Oh, it's a shark.
See, when I see that vehicle, I'm like, it's amphibious, right? I could just drive this in the water, right?
The James Bond mobile.
That might be a little bit OP, but
would you drive that bright red shark fin Dacia
in real life?
In real life, in your hometown?
Nah. Well,
if someone gave it to you,
right? That was my follow-up question.
You seem to like gifts, so that's a yes then.
Oh yeah, if it's free 99,
just like PUBG Mobile game.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would absolutely.
So you would
ride around loud and proud, windows down,
just
stereo bumping.
Okay, hey, that's fair.
Would you not?
Me, I might not. I might get it and then sell it.
I mean,
that was never in the rules that you couldn't do it.
You are from Florida, are you not?
Yeah, what does that mean? I sell a lot of things?
No. That car could very well suit Florida man.
In Florida man. I guess a Florida man would be spotted in that car. So I do agree. But I'm not that type of Florida man, so I'm going to be the type of Florida man that sells it for at least, it's like a 3,000 USD.
Back to the task at hand. Everybody trying to find a spot on this mountaintop. And
they parked it too. They parked it in a nice little spot.
In fact, it looked like Nova may have rotated out of their position. And they've taken up position on this high ground here to try and get a bit more aggressive. And he's going to find a kill there. Onto Dodgy, as you said. Another member being down there. It looks like he is behind the vehicle, but he is going to get taken out. Actually, KS'd by Delay. So a nice little point there for them. This very interesting split Nova has. They've got 2 in the circle currently on the high ground. Seaweed trying to find a shot there.
And
trying
2
to get
behind them as well. Trying to maybe protect their back, right? Just in case there's any stragglers working their way on in from the blue.
Yeah, that's a very good call. An aggressive rotation here by Royale Gaming. Looks like they're actually going to get away with it here. At least for now, they still got some more people to pass. Guama, ooh, what a shot there. Can he get the finish? Can't quite. Should be able to use that tree for enough cover. We'll see if they can, the res can come out. But this is where we've ended up. The hard crash here into WatchMyGP's position. And it's time to show what you're made of, WatchMyGP. Been doing it throughout the semifinals, but not today. Brat looking for more. And that's a great start there for them.
Yep, 2 kills so far. Believe they are going to have a pretty solid compound when it comes to New Circle.
Yeah, it's their time.
Yeah, it's their time to shine right now. I mean, they still got 4 alive. We just saw RGStar get eliminated right there in the kill feed, so they're going to have to send it back to drawing board. They will have 1 more game to go here today. We see Delay on the high ground. They are going to be receiving shots from Guanma and 404, so they're kind of in an awkward position when it comes to the terrain here. Next circle is going on up. Finally, not a centralized circle. We get a hard shift that should create some type of mayhem here. Some action is going to unfold. We're going to lose a lot of teams right now, and 404 are looking good to gatekeep this.
Guanma has just been raining hellfire from the top of this.
Only 1 kill though, so definitely putting up the numbers when it comes to damage, but not able to capitalize on that damage and get those kill points.
Yeah, he definitely had at least 1 stolen there by Delay. I think he has a down on Delay at the moment. It does look like they're going to get the pickup. So that another one that's not going to get counted for him. Last member of Dodgy running out of places to hide. I think they will leave Guanma here to just go and wait him out. Make sure that they have their backside clear.
Is it worth the 1 point though? That's the question, because look how far they have to rotate to the next zone.
I think it's more about securing
the backside,
their rear flank, right? Ooh!
Oh, nosedive.
That's
another
one way
nosedive. Yeah, that's one way to do it. Bandit unloading a full clip into that window, letting 4-4 know, don't be peeking, or else you will lose your head.
WatchMyGP, best position in the circle here. It's a chance for them to show what they're made of.
Oh, there's a nice little crate down there. JUPLAY looks like they are going to be defending that crate. Delay looks like they are going to be trying to send it to get this crate.
Oh no. The tent takes all the bullets from the drop shot. And actually, the plays for Ben.
Ben jumping down onto
Making
the tent.
The plays.
Gonna be popping on into the tent. And oh my goodness, the Spider-Man Ben will not be able to clutch right there and get the kill for JUPLAY. We're gonna be sending 1 more over here, spraying the Uzi. Finally, we're gonna clean up this solo player down here in the tent. Is it worth losing Ben over it? Now they're only down to 2 members.
I mean, I don't think they had much of a choice in that situation.
They like jumping off of things, though. I've noticed that.
And, you know, you talked about it. Is it worth it leaving Guanma over there? And, in fact, he actually goes down to 404 there.
Ooh, now Nova is down to 3 members alive when they had 4.
Trying to find a new position in this circle. They're going to take up residence close to JUPLAY, who are still pretty heavily wounded from that last engagement. Oh, no! 404 is falling off of that cliff. This creek bed is getting extremely spicy here as JUPLAY getting flanked from both positions by 2 different teams. That is so unfortunate for them. The circle hot on 404's tail. John Wick, can he crawl into the circle?
John Wick's going to bleed on out. So close, but
so close.
They're being pinned down right now by Nova in this death alley underneath this bridge, and bullets are raining every single where. Next circle is going to go on up. These teams aren't even going to be favored in it. There goes the vehicle explosion, trying to get just a little bit more damage over here. 4-4, it looks like they are almost done and dusted for this Vikendi match.
And again, you know, 4-4, they're pretty cleanly into the next round, I think. But again, it's been rotational issues that have plagued them once it gets into the later stages, as they will go down here to Nova.
Let's go pop over to the good old boys fighting Marauders. It's going to be a 4v4. The good boys will be losing 1 member in the engagement. Looks like they're trying to get the revive. Here comes some maulers out here from the Marauders. WatchMyGP also have 4 alive, so we're going to have to keep our eye on them as they are going to be in the north.
I think it's their game to win, right? Nova's here.
WatchMyGP?
Yeah, I mean, they had Central Circle. They have the best access to it. The new one pops. It's just right on their heels. They should be able to get in there, but they are going to have to deal with Nova, right? So time to show why you were at the top of the leaderboard, because right now Nova's got control of it.
Nova down to 3 members right now. This is going to be the fight that dictates who wins the game, in my opinion, as the Good Boys and Marauders are going to be taking each other out down there in the south.
Ooh, that grenade getting a lot of damage there, but they are able to get out in the vehicle at least for now. Ooh, Bandit stuck in no man's land is going to get dropped there by Cocktail. Well, should be only Bisha left alive, and there it goes. Nova all down there. Very, very clean fight by WatchMyGP. Over here in the other engagement on the other side of the circle in these buildings, Good Boys, both teams having members down, but it looks like everybody's going to get their reses out except for Sazi.
Oh, look at this. WatchMyGP pulling up over here, trying to third party this, trying to close out the game. Cocktail's going to be guns a-blazing out the passenger door. Going to be popping out, getting a couple kills right off the back. 1 member down from WatchMyGP. Marauders, 3 alive. Looks like they're going to be going for the revive. Good Boys down to only 2.
There's no way that WatchMyGP is able to get this revive out. Oh, the final kill there going in. Now only 3 teams left alive. These 2 members from Good Boys in such a rough spot as they are getting pinched hard. They're definitely about to feel the squeeze as the molly's coming in. Doesn't quite get it in the door that he wanted to. Ooh, in fact, the solo peek there from Cocktail, and he's made to pay. Such an aggressive play, and it just doesn't pan out. And in fact, Good Boys are pushing out, and they've gotten another down. Oh, the molly's burning away. Casper finds a bit of refuge in the corner, but he gets taken out there from Marauders.
2 teams remaining. Just Brat versus 4 members of the Marauders. Yeah, that molly was pretty much the
He's gonna get the res. Will he get it off in time?
Right there. Even if they do get it off in time, there's 4 members of the Marauder coming in hot and heavy. We even got one on the roof. It's going to probably just jump down, take out gloves. Take them both out here. Brat not even spotting right here.
Taran might want to change his name to Tarzan after this play, as he is going to rain it down. He's going to pick up the double from the high ground.
Easy. Marauders right there.
And Marauders take it.
Marauders.
Another one of our teams that's near the bottom of the table, picking up a chicken dinner when it's on the line here.
They're in 21st position coming into today. They had 20 kills and 34 placement points. This previous game, they racked up about 8 kills, so they did pretty good.
Very solid performance by WatchMyGP as well. They had to go through Nova to get there. Or not, well, they had to prevent Nova going through them to get there. Oh, the bush couldn't save him. We saw it earlier.
I forgot about the bush. Yeah, the bush couldn't save him. Unlucky.
JUPLAY had such an interesting round, in my opinion, right?
What a crazy
because they
fight.
have this engage, and then later on they have people crashing into him from every angle in that creek bed.
Everybody just with Uzis just spraying, and then once when the Uzi clip runs out, you just quick swap.
Quick swap it. I still think that level 3 helmet saved him on that 1 HP.
Had to have. That was 1 HP right there.
And then we saw Nova posted up on these high ground, just raining down. I thought that was the most.
That was a good play.
Right, the best setup play of the day.
Here's some more shots ringing out from Nova. This is JUPLAY, non-stop violence this game. Sending Ben down here. Ben doing the Spider-Man play, but by themselves. So right after that, a player from JUPLAY will be able to provide that support. But just
and then immediately after, 404 and Nova crash in.
Same position as well from earlier.
Exactly. I really liked that play from WatchMyGP to come in and try and third party and get while the getting's good. Somehow they lost one in rotation, and there was no chance of him ever getting revived. And that was really...
Yeah, they were on the other side of the road after they made that push. Talk about getting while the getting's good, though. GoodBoys, great points. Nova, though, what happened? I know they had 3 alive, but we saw them get those vehicles, right? It looked like they tried to rotate around WatchMyGP, and that's when we saw WatchMyGP spot them out, and Nova kind of was running around like a chicken with their head cut off there in that open terrain, that open field for a second. They took him out. That was weird.
Why he got out of the vehicle?
Why didn't they push WatchMyGP, though? They knew they were there. WatchMyGP were blocking their easily moved into the new zone, but instead they chose to avoid them, and it didn't work out.
Well, beyond that, right, it was, like you said, they all hopped into vehicles and tried to bail out of the situation. But then one of them just got out of the vehicle in the middle of nowhere.
Maybe to, like, fire back, maybe a quick 360, just didn't work out.
Either way, like you said, didn't work out.
It happens.
I don't think Nova's too worried.
Then WatchMyGP, though, crashing that fight, trying to third-party that fight.
I like the idea of the play.
Yeah.
Just the execution wasn't quite there. They lost one member kind of off to the side, not quite with the team, maybe going for some sort of a pincer move. And then really it was those fights by solo
Marauders?
fight wins by GoodBoys pushing out onto WatchMyGP that really crippled them there.
And this is leaderboards from that last game. Marauders, they are going to have 8 kills with 20 points.
Desperately needed points.
I believe their first chicken dinner, too. I don't recall them getting a chicken dinner in the group stage. So 2 brand new chicken dinners here when it comes to the PUBG Mobile Club Open 2019 Fall Split and Wildcard. So congrats. It's got to be a great feeling. Nova, they are going to be in 3rd place with 10 kills that game. So they were fragging out.
You know, JUPLAY today has been kind of for me, the picture of consistency. We always see them in that top 5, top 10 situation. They're never going home empty-handed.
That's true.
Like we see maybe with even, Nova. And as we get down here...
All empty-handed.
Yeah.
I mean, they get 1 point.
4 kills to their name. So not many placement points, but making up for it a little bit with those kill points.
Yeah, Royal squad down there at the very bottom, getting 1 point for placements. But here's the overall Unicorn Gaming. They're not in today's games. Nova will be. They're going to be bumped up to 208. So that gap between first and second is just growing every single game.
And it's definitely time to keep your eyes on these teams with 15 matches played. They only have 1 left in the entire semifinal. So once we start skating down towards the lower half of the table, it's those teams that are really going to be putting it all on the line in this last one to try and put themselves in a safer situation, because they don't know, right?
Yeah,
that's the advantage of getting to play on the last day, is you know exactly how many points you need.
And I'm pretty sure, if you have 15 games, obviously you're going to have 1 more, so it's going to be 16. But if you have 16 games played and you're on the first page leaderboards, I'm pretty sure you're going on to the next stage.
A team like AsiaGaming and Dodgy right here,
they're the ones that need to worry.
And Nova Monster Shield right there, 124. I said 125, so I guess they'll hit it.
So you think 125 is the cutoff point to have at the end of today for the teams that aren't playing tomorrow to be secure?
I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, it's definitely sounds right, but we'll find out. I mean,
it might be a little bit more than
sounds
that.
About average.
Honestly.
I mean, it sounds about average, because these are the teams that will be getting the boot, right? And they're within that 50 to 100 range. So
a lot of those teams, though, having more games to give, right? I mean, only S7 and RGStar are in that final page that have played 15. I mean, they need a chicken dinner.
They need
a high kill
miracle
chicken dinner
at this point for the last game.
They need to drop a 20 bomb.
Yeah, 40 points.
I
couldn't agree more.
So we'll see if they have the go out there with the gusto and go get after it, and maybe even get a hot drop. Try and frag out here in this last game. Otherwise, they're in real danger of going home.
I agree.
We got 1 map left here. We're gonna head back to Erangel. But we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be right back.
PUBG Mobile Team Deathmatch. Endless respawn, endless fun. There is a better choice.
Your game, Vivo V15 series, Vivo.
Run for his fight later, but there's just so many kills in his eyes. He's going to pick up 2 there onto Royal Gaming.
The majority of the other squads alive are currently occupied with these gunfights.
Yeah, as Dark Dynasty in an engagement here with SNG. Shots coming out. Some desperately needed time here for Dark Dynasty. Another cooked grenade coming out here from Kane, and this could be a magical one.
Oh!
Great toss!
Up close and personal, ready to finish this game, ready to close it on out. Aim blocker will be getting the information. Going to be peeking the corner. Going to be taking one. Going to be taking the winner. Chicken dinner.
And they're made to pay for it immediately. I'd like to see No Mercy push this advantage. The grenade comes out, might get the follow-up on there on the KSY. And in fact, all of them are going to get cleaned up by Coco there.
Yep.
That'd be so much fun.
What we haven't seen though is 404 getting involved in early fights. The first 2 games we saw them very involved in early engagements.
Yeah, I mean,
this game, very quiet.
I guess the trade-off they're making is, sure, they would go...
Vehicles.
Oh,
he gets him out
Put
again.
him down,
Gets
son.
the second, goes for the run over, but no, it's just straight onto the hay bale, flies straight on forward. Goes down.
Yeah, and murdered is not the way you want to go down. Old age, maybe as they...
You don't want to go down.
Old age, maybe as they...
You don't want to go down
Don't
by
like
a
that,
vehicle
no,
flip
no.
either.
That is a big
Goodness
one.
me, that is...
And this man has
PDZ
8
knocked
kills
out
now, I
and
believe.
gone, yeah. Probably out here, I don't think he's going to have the angle. Indeed, he has been spotted. He's going to stand up there for the kill, but he can't.
Long-range kills, if you can, in the early on games. We're here trying to get over that hill. Will he make it? He only got 1 wheel.
Elementrix try and push in, but they're coming up against Orange Rock, they're coming up against Hydra as well.
He's just waiting.
Aman has already gone down for entities. They've lost 1 of their 3 Snowbow Snakes.
A few moments later.
Yeah.
Where they have 1 guy who is just waiting in. This might be go time. I don't know if they spotted it out. There's 2 of them right there.
Oh my god, Neo.
Oh come on,
This
he's
guy
gonna
is
go
a
in.
really strong fragger as well.
No way. He's
Shoot him!
Neo.
He's not part of your team!
Linky!
Kiki,
come on! He's right there!
You know he's there!
No.
Oh my god!
What is going on?
Oh,
my
he's
god!
part of the team, mate!
He hasn't chucked it!
Kiki,
it's
Kiki,
the third
please!
person.
Oh, he's got it! Oh, he's gone! Ah!
What is happening?
Neo! Neo, please!
He's right there!
Oh,
oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Welcome back. About ready to get into our final game of the day and final game for some of these teams.
Yep, final game. They did the group stages. They qualified through there. They made it to the semifinals. They're trying to qualify onto the next stage. Can they do it? Can they get enough points is the question. Some of these teams that are playing today, they're going to need a miracle.
But before we get too deep into that, let's go ahead and remind you guys about the lovely V15 Vivo phone and our sponsors out over there at Vivo. Thankful for them for helping us put this event on. And show them the love, man. They got a good phone there. Get you some good PUBG action with it. Uninterrupted PUBG action. Go get you some chicken dinners with it.
Glorious chicken dinners. And then after you catch up on your glorious chicken dinners, go head on over to the YouTube page, PUBG Mobile Esports. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave some comments, click the little bell.
Go catch up on those other regions.
Yeah. Very exciting time right now for some PUBG
Mobile. Lots of good VODs out there to go watch.
Yep, lots of good teams to kind of maybe brush up on and get some strategies from if you are interested in upping your game.
At the end of the day, all these teams are going to meet, right?
Yeah. Well, the best teams, right?
The best of the best.
The best of the best. And then after that, make sure you go download the game if you have not already from the Google and iOS store.
I mean, what are you doing? Go do it. It's so easy.
Yeah, what are you doing?
It's free.
Besides watching us, what are you doing?
Free.
Hopefully playing the game too. I would assume you're probably playing the game. But if you're not playing the game, you might as well be playing the game.
Yeah, like I said, man, you can watch PUBG while you play PUBG. What could be better? Exactly.
Maybe getting a massage.
Anyway, so looking at these teams.
You asked, so I just said. You said what could be better. So, like a massage while playing PUBG.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That could be solid.
Okay. There you go.
8 teams are going home from this stage, and if you kind of split it out, bottom 3 teams from the 3 groups, that would make 9. So somebody is on the bubble there.
Yeah.
But odds are you're in a real risky position if today, your last game, if you're not able to push up into the kind of the top half of your group, at least top 4, then you're going to be feeling real shaky. You're going to need a little bit of help from somebody else out there to help you get through because...
Yeah, and you know what? Today is actually an interesting day. Right, because we're talking about a little bit here, but it's a very important storyline. PUBGQAZ, dead bottom. GoodBoys, right above them. Justice, they're not playing today, but the Marauders. So we have 3 out of the bottom 4 teams today. 2 of those got chicken dinners.
4 games back at the start of the day. Right.
Yeah, okay, but they're still very low down there. I mean,
not great.
PUBGQAZ had 35 points.
So and that's 2 of them.
Exactly, that's very low.
Like you were about to say, picking up chicken dinners is going to be huge for them.
And one of them, GoodBoys, not picking up chicken dinners, but racking up a ton of kills tonight. So that should be able to hopefully boost them up. We got one more game to go. Maybe they'll get a chicken dinner.
It's got to be time. It's got to be time. It's time to put your money where your mouth is. You know, the tried and true Erangel. If there's any place to do it.
Yeah.
It's got to be here, and it's got to be now for these teams. Got the plane coming out. It's going to be coming east to west on the north side. Most everything going to be in play outside of Milta Power, Novoroskoye.
Hey, we might have your military circle this game. I'm really feeling it.
Let's see it. That would be a great way to finish this day off. Nice milli circle. I'm interested to see if we'll see any hot drops, see if any of these teams towards the bottom of the table are feeling like they're unsafe and they got to have a big pop-off performance here.
Yeah, not only that, if you're one of these teams at the very bottom, this is your last game, potentially your last game here in the semifinals on this stage, at this competition level, you want to prove yourself. You want to show the world that you got what it takes. So if you could hot drop, say, Nova, who are in first place, and wipe them, that's definitely setting a statement.
Yeah. So teams like S7, CQT, Dodgy, CQT not here today. but teams like that as well as RGStar definitely going to have to pick it up here. As the teams fan out across the map, they will go ahead and start getting their loot on. And there you go, Royale squad in a pretty good position for themselves on the table.
I was hoping for a 4-4 chicken today. I don't know if we're going to get that. They've been doing okay. Last game.
Pretty consistent.
Yeah, pretty consistent, but like within that mid-pack, maybe higher mid-pack. Other squads.
I don't know what your take is on, 404, but it seems like it's just rotations.
Yeah, especially after last game, we saw them get stuck up in that
ravine.
The ravine, exactly. And Nova was just looking right down. And it's interesting that they chose to go into that ravine because they heard JUPLAY in there earlier taking a fight. So maybe they were trying to third party it. Maybe they were trying to look for some type of cover. Another squad that we really haven't seen much of, Way 2 Champion.
Yeah. This team we did just see S7. They came into the day last place here for Group E down there in 20th. So we've seen some performance out of them, but this is definitely, if there was ever a time to go out there and get a chicken dinner, now the time is nigh. GoodBoys, who finishing top 3 in that last round. I love that wolf mantle he's got.
Yeah, it is nice. Especially
another
on Vikendi. It's really a good
yeah.
Good feel
maybe
for.
a bit of extra camo even.
So WatchMyGP, you were about to say another one of our squads that have been kind of popping off here today, I feel like.
Had a great last round.
Yep.
They we talked about it a bit, but they came into at the halfway point when all was even. They were our leaders.
Yep.
But I think they've kind of been outpaced a little bit. Like to see them get a chicken dinner to, kind of close the gap. They still have another day to play though, so some time left to make their moves.
Yeah, we wanted them to kind of make the comeback, right? Because coming into today, they were in 9th place. There are going to be some shots ringing out over here from AsiaGaming. They are going to be pinned down by S7 here on the high ground. Surfer going to be taking a couple shots out there. Will be tagged. Mario is trying to reposition themselves. This is near that hospital area. Wow, S7 getting super aggressive on this.
I think they have to, right? They're those teams on the bubble, and in fact, it's going to be Ursa who goes down first. I think they need to close in on this. They need to look for opportunities to get points. Mario has to. Oh no, that grenade didn't quite go where he wanted to.
Oh, that might be a good one.
Good.
That has to be a good one.
Follow up nade. Oh, he's gonna get out. But does he see him? And he will get the tag there. Not quite finishing it off, but he will be helped there from Surfer. And a very nice start here for S7. I think they need to keep this pace up. They need to go find and hunt down the rest of AG. In fact, it is Inglu going to go ahead and help them out with that as a prospect, as he is
with the DP
in the area.
Yep. Someone called the police. They heard some violence happening over here, maybe some noise disturbances, as Surfer is going to be in the hospital. AG, they're going to be regrouping with each other here. I think they're going to want to get the high ground position on this and possibly try to get some type of information. Yeah, I also believe you when you say that. I don't think they know where Surfer is, so Surfer could be a backstab here for AsiaGaming if they do find the other members.
He's gonna have to hit some headshots, and
Surfer is getting on the roof though, so Surfer might actually take some shots if he sees some open.
Yeah, the UAS pulling out here might actually offer a bit of a distraction here for AsiaGaming. But they're going to have to figure out a plan here, S7, if they want to regroup or somehow use Surfer's position to get these kills here onto the rest of the members of AG. But I do think they absolutely need to make a play here, S7. They're one of our teams that, if they don't do it, they're going to be going home.
Looks like they're trying to pick up Surfer. Yeah. Can Surfer get over the ridge here? AG, they're going to be on top of the roof. Pretty even when it comes to the terrain now. The roof compared to the mountain, so they can have a straight gunfight when it comes across that. Surfer Did Surfer get tagged?
He did get tagged pretty
And
heavily. Did he go down?
I don't see Surfer no more.
I don't believe they would have been able to get the finish on him.
Yeah, Surfer's dead.
Oh, that is just tragic for S7.
So they went to go pick up Surfer. They
fact, down to
almost got
2.
Surfer. But Surfer went down and out.
In fact, only Mario and Ursa still alive.
So we'll have to pay attention to S7, see how they do moving forward. They are going to be right there on the edge. First circle, going to be pretty center as well when it comes to Erangel. So a lot of our squads should be able to at least get some decent loot early on here.
Another one of our teams here who needs to have a big performance, right? Dodgy.
Yep. Today's the day, right?
They're
not going to play again.
Came into the day second to last within Group E. They, like you said, though, they picked up some decent points throughout the day. I think they're probably not feeling safe yet.
Yeah.
If they could get a nice top 5 finish, at least with some kills under their belt, maybe that will be enough to tip them over the edge.
Here's the GoodBoys looking to make a comeback. Like we mentioned, they have been getting a lot of kills, most likely double their kills. Coming into today, they had 22 kills, so I'm pretty sure they got at least that amount here tonight. They should be up there on the leaderboards. But all these teams we're talking about them because it's so important, because they're on the cusp of being eliminated. So it's kind of crazy that it's coming down to only one more game for a couple of these squads. It's not something that they would have ever wanted to happen, but that's where we're at.
It's also such a unique position to be in because you don't know how many points you need. And you won't know until tomorrow.
Yeah.
So all you can do is put yourself in the best position you can.
Exactly. You want to have a decent padding, right, between yourself and those other teams playing tomorrow.
RGStar here, rolling out. Going to be making their way into the new circle. Got some nice vehicles. Only 3 members in the squad here. Did lose one at some point. Didn't quite catch it, but RGStar again came into the day in 16th position. Their final game. So another one of those teams that would very much like to have a big round here on Erangel, the last one. And Nova, dead center.
Yep, next circle will pop. So got a couple teams on the outskirts that should be able to easily make their way on in. There's going to be a crate over there waiting in Pubg for WatchMyGP. Pubg going to be a pretty strong position to take up right now in circle number 2. So they should be fairly happy with where they're at. But the teams that are coming from Georgia Pool all the way up there in the north, going to be rotating through the runes. They're going to need to watch out. We'll pay attention to the kill feed, see what ends up transpiring with them. RGStar, they're going to be in this garage with 2 vehicles. So they're north of Rawsock. They're across the water. So they're going to have to figure out a way to cross the water here shortly. There's only 1 or 2 bridges that they have if they want to maintain their vehicles, or they can maybe cross the water, go for a swim. They have a couple options working with them.
404 here, looking to move out maybe from school. Actually, they're going to post it here, and they're going to get eyes here onto Dodgy. In a bit of a 3-1 split in their vehicles. They're rolling out towards that ruins area, but we'll see where they end up posting up as we see WatchMyGP here. Brat kind of separated from his team and behind enemy lines. Does he know how close Nova Monster is here?
Oh, Brat has a bike though.
Did he crash that bike?
They hear the bike. Nova Monster, they're looking in this direction. They're not taking any shots quite yet. Brat might be able to get back to his team members. Looks like he's going to be taking up this barn for the time being.
How do you feel about that barn position?
I think it's pretty strong, especially if a lot of teams go into Pubg and the circle shifts south of Pubg. Now that's looking way far into the future. I don't know if that's what Brat's doing, but if that does end up happening, that barn's in a perfect location.
It's kind of hard to get out of that position if there's teams up on the high ground, teams in Pubg. You know where you.
Well, that barn is really good for countering teams that are in Pubg. if they need to move out of Pachinki.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you know, you got the high ground hills behind here, but I don't believe they have sight lines into the barn, right?
No, they definitely don't.
And the windows, they're on the opposite ends of where the hill is, so they shouldn't be able to push there without being responded by Brat.
Nova here have had a good day for themselves. They had one map where things definitely didn't go their way, but found themselves pretty consistently in top 5, top 10 positions today, as well as picking up another chicken dinner for themselves. Looking over across the way at Delay, shots ringing out, but only 3 members strong here, as they did lose B-Shot at some point here.
Yeah, wonder what happened. I don't recall the kill feed popping off. Might have been on the rotations. Nova, they've been pretty center for some time now, so you gotta assume it was Delay that might have took them out.
Yeah, they have been center here, like you said, and that DP can do a lot of damage if you can land the shots. In fact, Way2 Champion is only just now finding their way into the circle, as we see there on the map. And, ooh, the pop is towards Razak.
Wow, save your RGStar over there in the northern end of Razak. You are definitely smiling because this circle is looking good for you. Definitely favoring you right now. WatchMyGP, they do have the north end of Pachinki to themselves, but I believe they're going to move out just a little bit.
And, you know, RGStar, one of our bubble teams.
Yep, this is an important circle for him.
Another one of our bubble teams here. Dodgy in risk of getting... Ooh, that's going to hurt.
That's a body shot.
Ooh, they're making him pay for it, though. Dodgy definitely, probably not an ideal situation for them to be in against the top ranking team in their group. They're going to have to find the kills, though, because going to need a big performance from them. WatchMyGP, though, going to feel pretty secure at the end of this day, either way.
I see Brat creeping and crawling their way off. We can barely make them out there from this position that Seaweed is. Seaweed is looking through these windows. Might actually spot Brat. Brat trying to get an off angle onto the members from Dodgy over here. Looks like WatchMyGP. We're going to be pinning them down. This is nice positioning. We can see on the mini-map in the top right-hand corner exactly where all the players are laid out at.
Nice pincer maneuver set up here.
Yep. I'm curious to see if Seaweed did spot out Brat peek up, though. That's my thought here.
Does look like...
Oh, Brat was spotted because he was tagged and then taken down. So
yeah. Does look like they will get the res out, no problem. And again, this is still pretty good positioning there. Ooh, we do see a hard crash here by Marauders into GoodBoys. And at least the initial fight going the way of the GoodBoys. Looks like they will be able to get the flush, in fact. And reinforcements coming in quickly. Marauders trying to rotate out of this position. Trying to use that tree for cover. Already half HP. Gonna have no chance to heal. Should go down imminently here. And he will indeed. Oh, he's actually going to drop one. The support comes out from the back here. Sazi got a smoke at his back. And oh my goodness, how did he get that? How does he get it out of this situation?
Yeah.
He's not quite out yet, but Adele in a much better situation than he was. What a great support play there by Saz.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good support play to get their team member into safety. My concern is now Sazi's pinned down behind this rock. They know where he is. They might tend to push out as 3 and keep their team member up there on the high ground. Maybe try to flush him out, throw some grenades. We are going to see this fight from earlier. WatchMyGP finally pushing on into Dodgy here. As it looks like WatchMyGP, they're going to be losing 2 members right off the bat. One's going to be flushed. Dodgy, they're being able to defend this right now, and they're doing a good job at it.
And that's huge for them, right? It's so huge they're actually going to get the pick. They're going to get the pickup as well on their down member, and the loot to boot. Cocktail there, probably going to go ahead and hang out for now, as not going to get anything going by charging into this compound with 4 members strong. most likely going to try and find a way to rotate out this position and play for a bit of placement.
Yeah, so like you said, the loot to boot definitely happened over here. Not only that, the circle to boot will be shifting down south now. So we had a northern shift in the previous circle. Now we're going to have a southern shift in this circle. Nova, they're going to be right there on the compounds on the road. Looking good. Dodgy, they're safe. WatchMyGP, they can take a break from this fight. Right?
Look at Royale Squad was heading straight into 3 different teams in their cars. We'll have to keep an eye on the kill feed to see if they are able to run the gauntlet there. It does look like they're, for the most part, getting through. As we continue to see this engagement unfold. Ooh, the grenade could be nice here. It's cooked. Seaweed tosses it in. Cocktail is going to get dropped by it. And let's see if they make the aggressive play. They will. Seaweed immediately trying to follow up on this play. Do they know where Godless is? That tag, again, does look like they will get the flush there. And now they're continued aggression, right? Non-stop action. A great molly there from Godless, going to slow him down. But he's in a really rough situation. He's going to try and find a pick there onto Seaweed. But the members are going to come up 2v1. The spray down, and this is what you want to see out of Dodge if you're a Dodgy fan, right? They're putting themselves in a position here. 4 kills as a team. They completely wipe the #1 team in their group, and they're looking for more. Nova Monster rolling in hot here into PUBGQAZ. Gonna finish a kill there and continue to win this engagement. Does look like that will be all she wrote there for it.
PUBGQAZ.
Getting all 4 kills there, Nova Monster.
Yeah, I mean, PUBGQAZ, they did get a chicken dinner here, but they're looking for a strong game. So we'll have to see what the overall leaderboards sort themselves out at the end of this game. Of course, let the admins tally that up. We're going to be checking out Nova as they are going to be fighting.
And that's rough to see.
GoodBoys are eliminated as well. Looking for another strong game from them, too. Things are getting close right now.
They still got another day.
Teams. So right now, AsiaGaming, they are going to be sharing this neighborhood with Nova across the street. I believe one of them was head bopped right there, possibly losing their helmet. Here we go with the player count. 4 members live from 4-4. Error, Dodgy with 4 live after that defense. So it's good to see they were able to get all their squad members up. Monster, Shield, still out there doing their thing. Next circle did pop, by the way. Nova is going to be smack in the middle of that, to no one's surprise. 4-4 Gaming also going to be sharing that centralized position with Nova.
My eye is drawn to the fact that S7 only 1 member left alive.
And where are they?
Gonna have to see. Mario there is up outside the circle. We'll see how that goes out. But 404 getting in a huge engagement here with Nova Monster. John Wick, the man here, he's only 1 HP there, trying to make a play, and he does. He's actually, will he be able to fall back from this position and get a heal off? Fabit is able to give him some support here, but the third party is coming in from Delay. See if they can get the sightlines on. Which team are they going to come after here? Delay throwing grenades over towards Nova Monster and going to get a knock.
Doing some
He's
damage.
sticking the revive. He's sticking the revive right by the UAZ. Do they even know?
Yeah. They didn't. They didn't.
They have no idea.
Pop around the corner, trying to take some shots. Now they're playing ring around the rosy with the UAZ. Who's going to get it? K-Ya will be the victor, but here comes the rest of Nova Monster. Shield. They will be done and dusted right there. Delay making the pull-up, getting the clutch kills. Currently with 5 tier names, should be able to get the revive.
Kaya with the absolute pop-off there.
Exactly.
I thought it was so risky.
Woo!
Coming out from behind the US, they had no idea of his position. Delay going to be the big winners of that engagement.
Should be able to get the revives as well. S7, like you mentioned, that solo member just snaking it. I wouldn't be surprised if Way 2 Champions has another solo member just trying to snake it.
And
Nova with 3.
Every team that goes down, that S7 member, happy.
Every point matters. We're into the top 6 right now 18 players remaining. We're only in the 5th circle. Dodgy still with 4 alive. Nova are dead. Royal Squad are going to also have 4 alive. So we only got 2 teams with their full roster still shaking and baking here in the final game of today.
Dodgy, their destiny in their own hands. Looks like they have a pretty good idea of where Way 2 Champions Vortex is here. And he's pretty well pinned down. He's used the smoke to try and get himself an advantage. But he's popped out into the blue, and it will be Seaweed who takes him down. And more points. 5 kills now and a top 5 finish here for Dodgy. This is going to be big for them if they can keep it up. Nova, who's had a great day for themselves, is dead center in the circle, holding down a compound. AsiaGaming right across from them, but those buildings not actually in the circle. Or they have a 2-2 split going on, AsiaGaming. They got some members in the circle, some just outside.
There's 2 crates over here Delay might be able to get. The thing is, do they know that they have time? Do they know if they're looted or not? Is it a risk worth taking? And it looks like Delay, they're going to focus on positioning over loot. I guess they have their desired guns at this point.
Dodgy's going to have to rotate out of this position. They're not in the circle, and where can they go? I think they have to make a hard crash here onto either AsiaGaming or Nova.
The thing is, if there was a time for Dodgy to move, it would be now, just because AsiaGaming and Nova are kind of in this fight amongst themselves right now. They can't overthink this and go to north because Delay is there, so hopefully Dodgy will make the right call
as
here.
Well as Royale Squad, right?
Yeah,
Royale
here they
Squad.
go. So yeah, they are going to be setting
here it comes. This is going to be super important for them. The hard crash comes out. They all 4 get out, at least somewhat uninjured, but dropping like flies to both Nova. Everybody gets some shots onto Dodgy, and they will go out there in 5th. I don't know if that's enough for them.
I mean, we're not going to be able to tell today.
Right.
That's for sure.
But I mean, it's a valiant effort.
Yeah.
That's a good last game from them. 5th place finish with some kills to boot. It's certainly going to put some points on the board for them. But now, down to 4 teams. And our Sneaky Snake from S7 is also gone and dusted.
So now we got Royale Squad with 4. Nova still with 3. They've been pretty passive for the past couple circles ever since they took up this compound. DelayNoMore with 3. AsiaGaming did have 3, but they just lost 1. The revive might be too risky for them to overtake because they will have to cross that little road if they want to get to their team member. I believe Nova will be most definitely camping that angle.
AsiaGaming, for me, has quietly had a pretty good day, right? We've seen them in a lot of late game scenarios. This is also their final day of play.
Yep.
So it'll be nice to see them put up a strong performance here.
It's a push from Delay again.
Bandit.
Oh!
Ooh. What a shot there.
Yeah.
Nova under insane pressure right now. Delay trying to look for a grenade to follow up. Oh, chooses the wrong window. But he actually is able to get enough of a tag there to get the down. Ooh, and more coming out. Another down with a grenade. Delay, will they use this to breach?
Yeah,
it looks like that's the plan.
Already 1 down. There's only 1 more left for Nova.
And he's posted up in this back room. It is going to be Kaya taking the initial fight, and he's going to lose it. They will get the trade out, though, and then it will be Nova down. Final 3 teams left, and nobody at full strength. AsiaGaming with 2 members would be a huge win for them. Last game of the day. Our only team remaining from Group E. DelayNoMore and Royale with 3 members each. Circle is pretty much dead center. Not really going to favor anyone here. Inglu looking to get aggressive. Oh, the spray down. He's 1 HP in the car. Is he going to get away? He
might have
back
got away
from the situation a little bit. Ooh, and the duel comes out there. He's going to lose it initially. I think a smart play here. Just get back, go for that res, take your time. But they're going to have to move quick because this circle is coming and the rotations are coming out. Can Royale Squad get this? Can Gammy get anyone up here from his team
Maybe.
It's all in Delay's hands right here.
Yeah.
How aggressive are they going to be? Ooh, 1 HP. He's getting tagged, and he will go down.
Trying to get the flush,
it's up to AsiaGaming. It's a 2v3. DelayNoMore.
And they know where they are.
They should have a pretty good idea of where AsiaGaming is.
Across the street.
The street is in play, but none of the buildings on the other side are. Delay can play this slow and hold the buildings, which I think they should. They've got a nice flanker here.
One grenade.
Goodness.
That was just one grenade.
Look, Hovey.
8 kills for Kaya.
14 total. You know, only 2 kills there from AsiaGaming.
Yeah, placement. So the kills when it comes to, you know, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place, not too high, but they will be getting those placement points. I think it comes down to, you know, that end zone, that compound. There's just so much cover for a couple of these squads, and it all starts with our centralized circle number 1 that allowed all these teams to rotate in fairly safe, right? We had a couple early skirmishes, as we are going to see S7 taking the fight right there. The GoodBoys, they will be taken down early here. Very important game for them to try their best. Hopefully it's enough points for them moving forward. We won't find out today. We'll find out later. Hold the door for just a second, because Godless right there was crashed on and murdered.
Yeah, this was, for me, maybe the top play of this round. Kaya just taking him down with that dinner plate. And Delay, you know, they play the way they play this out. Oh, they had it set up to play out perfectly, but didn't need it. The Kobe comes out.
That was
3
a nice
points.
Kobe. That was a nice Kobe. ROYALE squad and AsiaGaming. They could have had it. They could have taken out Delay. Delay was on such a hot steamroller that game. And it starts when they push into Nova. They took over Nova's compound. Clean execution. An important compound, because right after they took him out, the circle pop, that building right smack in the middle.
Yeah.
Delay was like, we got this game. Yeah, 3-11 at that point.
It's
then
AsiaGaming.
Yeah, exactly. AsiaGaming was right there. ROYALE squad, they tried to rotate to the left, I guess, to try to wrap behind Delay. Delay spotted it. Cut that off before it even happened.
AsiaGaming spotted it as well. They kind of ran into each other and were forced into an engagement. And Delay was like, oh, thank you.
So,
doing my work for me.
I feel like a lot of the teams that have not gotten chicken dinners yet in group stages and now in the semifinal stages got them today. So we had a couple, besides Nova.
We saw lower teams from Group G picking him up.
Yeah.
Who will have another day tomorrow to pick up more points. And, you know, that's especially unnerving if you're in Group E on the lower side and have no chicken dinners.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
These other squads are picking up the chicken dinners, and not only that, they have another day. So
hopefully
that group that will not be coming back tomorrow, they got enough points. They are above the cusp. We set the bar 125.
Might be a little low as we're looking at
a little
it.
higher, but hopefully they're around there, right? At the end of today, we'll find out in just a moment as we get these leaderboards.
My eyes are going to
out.
jump straight to teams that have played 16 games, none left to play. Who is at the bottom of that barrel?
Hopefully no one.
Somebody got to be there. Not everybody can be first. Not everyone.
Yeah, I know. I'm
can be Nova.
Just a nice guy, so I don't want to see anyone eliminated.
For me, Nova, 404, JUPLAY, safe.
That's fair.
Of that group. I think everybody else is
I want WatchMyGP and No Mercy to be safe.
I think they are. I mean, they still have tomorrow to play.
Yeah.
But I think both of them are pretty well in hand safe, especially No Mercy, right? They're sitting there top 3. I think they're probably still on the first page, even after not being in action today. Results from this game are coming out here. DelayNoMore, 14 kill points.
Nice.
Big round for them.
Yeah,
20 placements, 34. AsiaGaming, going to be a big one for them, though. 16
when it comes to
points.
placement points. Yeah, when it comes to placement points. This is the same thing that's happening all day for AsiaGaming, right? They were getting solid placement points, but barely any kills. So hopefully this doesn't end up biting them in the butt.
12 for Dodgy, 7 for Nova, 7 for S7, ironically. Those two champions, really important for them to pick up points. I don't know if 7 is enough for S7.
Here's 4-4 Error, only with 1 kill, 3 points, 4 in total. GoodBoys, this is what worries me. Only 4 points
as well as RGStar.
for that last game. Here
we
the
go.
overall
Teams,
leaderboards.
16 games.
Yep, 1 through 8th place. Anything sticking out to you right now?
I think Nova Monster Shield might actually be safe as well. 135. I mean, that's easily safe. I think AsiaGaming is at threat. We'll see them here in a second on that second page.
Yeah.
But as far as of your teams that have played, obviously Nova,
GP.
safe.
Yep.
404, safe. JUPLAY, safe, in my opinion. Outside of something very interesting happening and lots of chicken dinners spread around.
Here's 9th through 16th over here.
Asian
Now,
Gaming.
if we were to end today, these teams are safe, theoretically speaking. Dodgy right there on the 16th mark with 106 points. So
That's
if we were
sketchy.
talking about teams sweating bullets coming into tomorrow, not being
I think it's
able
actually
to do
Asian
anything
Gaming.
about it, you think AsiaGaming is sweating bullets?
Yeah.
You think so? That's the cuts, the
think it is.
cutoff line. Well, here are the teams at the bottom. PUBGQAZ with 94 points. They played today. RGStar played today with 90 points.
We can
Ghost
confirm.
Esports plays tomorrow. GoodBoys with 80 points. They played today at 17. They played today with 74 points. Way 2 Champions played today with 72. CQT, they get to play tomorrow. Justice gets to play tomorrow.
But we can say it right now. RGStar, S7, wasn't enough. They are
We'll
going
find out
home.
tomorrow. No, we'll find out tomorrow. There's still tomorrow, all right?
They're already
I guess they're already down there.
below that
Ah.
16 mark.
And
They
there's
have
nothing
no
else they
games
can
left
do.
to play.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, if at first you don't succeed,
Yeah, there's always next time.
keep on trying. Always next time. At least they got experience. They were able to make it through the group stage, the semifinal stage. That's something to definitely go home.
It was Dodgy. Was it Dodgy that was sitting there at 16th?
Yep.
I think they're done as well.
No. Tomorrow you have to wait for Dodgy. You have to wait for Dodgy tomorrow.
That is like by the most technical. Like they.
Okay.
If somehow they manage to stay in 16th after 4 matches tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would make
It could happen
some
though.
kind of
Remember,
bet.
11th through 16th is only 1 point. Only 1 point.
It's possible.
It's definitely possible. Don't cut out Dodgy
Oh,
yet.
man.
This guy, he's like...
I think AsiaGaming's in danger, man. I think
they're
it's
at 127.
close.
I don't know about AsiaGaming.
We'll find it all out tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
That was a good day of action. We saw a lot of new chicken dinner winners.
Which
we'll
is cool.
see who else can get their first chicken dinners or who can pile on more. But please join us tomorrow for the finale of the semifinals for the Wildcard region. But that's it for us today. I'm Steven, Mustache Dave. Have a good one.